Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Magic the Dungeoning, Dungeons of the Dragoning. It's felt like a while since we've played, honestly, but did we miss a week?
Nope.
No, we didn't.
We didn't. It's just been an awfully long week for your dungeon master here, truly. I just wanted to get the message real quick before I introduce everyone. By the way, everyone, I am joined here by Merrick Ulbricht, played by Ryan Ives.
Hello, hello.
Calden Moon, played by Will Coyle.
Hello.
Farrah Cutlass, played by Shannon Keene.
Hiya.
And Seren the Star Mage, played by Danny Jimenez.
Hey.
And I myself am the Dungeon Master, Jasper, who would like to give a quick recap of last week's last session.
I think Bill's volunteering,
Don't all
so
jump
go
in.
for it, dude.
Go right ahead, buddy.
Yeah,
Just
the
remind
quick.
me, my brain is so fogged.
That's fine.
It felt like it has
I
been
mean,
a week.
I know what happens because I edit the podcast, but
Yeah, but like does it feel like it's been more than 2 weeks for everyone?
It does. I'm just like,
I mean, a little bit. Work
If I
has
may,
been
and-
hectic.
If I may, it also feels a little bit longer for 4 of us because we also skipped Campaign May Cry.
Yes,
we did skip Campaign May Cry for holiday.
yeah. And
For
me,
Halloween,
yeah,
for spoopy time.
Halloween. My group also skipped our D&D, so it's just like
We're all
having
hungry
D&D
for
right
Dungeons
now.
and Dragons now
Yeah.
again.
All
and
right.
I
Well,
can't wait.
so the recap for last session was Calden, Merrick, Farrah, and Seren, after having a harrowing run-in with the Atonia, they found out it was called. Seren was killed, but has been reborn as a fawn elf. And then after Merrick and Calden put aside the fact that Calden does not believe Merrick is a monster, and that quite frankly, he very much cares about Merrick, they've decided to band together and for one final push confront the Atonia themselves, to which they did, and they defeated it in epic, utter style after defeating a swarm of zombies, and Gaxum joined them. Defeating the Atonia granted the group the Heart of Nightmares, a magic item that is now being currently carried around by Merrick, who was actually attuned to it. And we found
him, I'd like to correct.
Yes. And then we found out that Gaxum was able to build the device that would help us blow up part of, I believe it was the device that would help blow up part of Chadwick City, but it does not have a power source. And Kefkin gave the group the idea that there may be one of those in Zendikar's Skyclaves. So the group today is currently doing some dungeon delving as we're going to be heading to Zendikar. And we leveled up, so now we are a bunch of level 6 adventurers. Calden, I can tell you that for me, Calden upped his Constitution modifier, which gives him an additional usage of Unleash Incarnation, as well as giving him way more health. Like, way more health.
Yeah, that's a cool thing. What did everyone else get for their level up? Anything cool?
Ooh,
I did, yeah. Actually, one thing I've been looking forward to, I got the Brand of Castigation.
Ooh,
Nice. What is it? Well, I'm sure we'll see what it does today. No need to tell us now.
All right.
I got proficient in Thieves' Tools and something else.
Oh, our druid is smiling very
Uh-oh.
She got level.
I forgot about my new ability. Oh man, I'm ready to feel broken now. I finally get to achieve the avatar state. I'm so excited.
the avatar state, you say.
What does that do?
So it's called Cosmic Omen. You guys will see. I want to surprise you. I'm gonna try to remember to do it because it's brand new.
Oh, is that the Woe and Way one? Okay, yeah, I did read up about this. This is pretty.
I can now.
It's
officially,
weird.
Like, I see the future. No, now it's finally kind of coming into like them being able to whatchamacallit, map stars and be able to see slightly into the future and use more divination kind of magic. Like, it's finally coming into play. So I'm like, okay, now I can actually play Seren as wise as I see her.
I assume Seren just starts reading off everybody's astrologies every morning.
She's like, oh, you're a Virgo.
You're like,
Hold
you
up,
like
I'm
wake
actually
up next morning.
hold up. I'm actually a Virgo. Now I'm offended.
Well, I mean, you know Virgos.
Also,
That is true. I do know Virgos.
Bill,
my
Bill, to help.
Don't even be mad.
I'm one of the worst. I'm a Cancer.
Are Virgo.
Of course.
Both Julie and Daniela, who are like my best friends in the world, are both Virgos. Sagittarius and Virgos. Just
My
get
favorite
along
part,
like that.
my favorite thing is that Ryan said he was a Cancer, and all I can think about is that Bo Burnham joke. My grandmother was a Cancer, and she was actually killed by a giant crab. Anyway, let's get started. Jasper, where are we at?
So, for the time being, you are still on the land of Skelva. We ended the session with Kefkin bringing forth this offer of, would you all be interested in some treasure hunting? So that's where we will pick up now.
Calden needs magic items, whether it be armor, a shield, a sword, a fucking tiara. I need something. I have fully decided on my own that Calden is the weakest member of the party.
Oh. He's the glue. How could he be the weakest?
Do you guys remember in early days when like Calder would brag, like my class is so broken, I can teleport everywhere I want. Now he's like, ooh, like sad Doge Moon, ooh moo, my she's so low. Get hit.
I want it to be clear.
Dies.
I want to be clear. Maneuverability, Calden's the strongest. Funny enough. Because I could just teleport in the air.
My class allows me to be in 2 places at once. Oh, does that mean you can control the battlefield faster? And he's like, no. I'm bad, but in 2 places.
Not gonna lie, you just scared the shit out of me. I paused and I was like, oh, what's that?
I will say that if Calden weren't the tank of this party, though, we would be in desperate need of a healer.
Do you remember what happened in the 2 fights where Calden was either unavailable or there was just tricky things where he couldn't be? Seren died twice. Well, she died once, almost died a second time. She was almost dragged.
No. Calden is the glue, but you don't need to be the strongest member to be the glue. But Calden is one thing, and that's thick.
He's thick boy, like smack booty reverberates.
It reverberates through time. You smack one Calden's ass, the rest of our asses all start.
I'ma beat your ass so hard, your extra timelines are gonna feel it.
Hey! That's not fair to them.
Calden
And then he
complete somewhere is just like, the fuck?
He's like, I feel harassed and I don't know why.
I just imagine one of them, the ass smacks, harder. Wait, what? All right, sorry. Let's begin.
Yeah. So, Kefkin begins with,
Oh, wait.
so I might have
What
heard
did Farrah get? Did Farrah say what she got?
Expertise?
Yeah, I got proficient in thieves' tools and another skill that I'm blanking on.
Okay.
Oh, fucking yeah.
It's
Either
one of those skills.
Inception or I don't know.
She's got expertise in
Or
thieves'
insight,
tools.
insight or deception. I forget which one.
Now she's an expert at making sure if you're lying or not. So, Zendikar, huh?
Yes,
Zendikar
I've.
is the original place where we were. I'm really bad with the names. That's where we originally found the elf who ran away from the evil.
That's Tulash.
elephant.
That's Tulash.
Oh, okay.
So we're currently
Zendikar is
one of the places Jaya took us to show Farrah a couple places around.
build up your planeswalking Rolodex.
She gave us 4 planes that would pretty much probably have whatever we're looking for.
Oh, so it's like that city place?
Zendikar was a vast place of floating mountains and structures in the distance.
So
Very sunny.
Calden's been to Zendikar before. He could tell you that
I need, like, a visual.
Jasper, would
We
you be
were
able
there
to
for 2 seconds with the tour with Jaya.
Jasper, would you be able to pull up one of the full art basic lands of Zendikar to show off kind of what she would look at scenery wise?
Yeah,
Nope, but I can pull up this fancy splash art.
You click the newspaper thingy and then click the Zendikar Vista.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jasper, funny enough, nothing showed up.
Thank you. Yeah, nothing showed up.
Oh, you know what? This player has dynamic lighting on for some reason. Let me turn that off and boop.
Okay, that makes me feel better.
There you
Because
go.
I was desperately trying to figure out, like, is this a city of Seren just going to be really uncomfortable again?
I just realized that Skyclave, that center mass makes the planeswalker symbol on that artwork. Yeah.
You're right. It's good artwork, though.
It's actually really cool to see that there's planes that just look exactly like this. I'm like, oh, okay, I don't have to make my world a circle. I can continue redrawing planes however the fuck I want.
Yeah, well, so but we got one little problem here, Jasp. We do not have the adventuring equipment to travel through said Skyclaves.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do. You have me.
Your birds cannot lift me.
I can turn into a giant eagle.
Can you lift a Calden's 150 plus his weight of gear?
I will save you the time. You will not be able to taxi all of your friends at once.
Oh no, I'd probably be able to. No, I'd be able to do it like a few at a time.
We'll see what you can. We'll see.
Yep.
Anyway. So, have you ever been to Zendikar? You sound familiar.
Yeah, I was there for a little bit looking for a couple of people. Let's put it that way.
People.
So, I've heard pray tell that you can find not only treasures on Zendikar, but knowledge. There's apparently a lot of sages and a lot of wise people there. It was ravaged by the Eldrazi, so people there tend to keep their knowledge pretty close to the chest. I went
I've heard
from
on the grapevine.
pretty much.
I've heard a couple of whisperings around my travels that something is awakening on Zendikar, and some people are exploring new treasures and finding fantastic things. Perhaps maybe we could venture into one of these ancient, I believe the term was Skyclaves, and maybe we could find a power source of some sort.
I mean, I'm more than willing to try.
I mean, worst case scenario, maybe we can Gaxum. What do you think you might be able to come up with something else in the meantime? Gaxum kind of like looks at his notes and he looks back at like his workshop and is like, I'll be honest, maybe. Give me a couple of days and I'll think of something. If it doesn't explode in my place first, but y'all should get going. But the sooner you go, the sooner you can get back, and I can finish up this project of yours.
We take a long rest, right?
Hey, you certainly can.
Yay. Whoopsie.
Yeah.
So the scene will fade to black. You all feel a bit stronger, and then everyone wakes up and is like, "All right."
Hey, DM.
Yes.
Would
Player.
Seren have ever heard of what the Eldrazi is, or really what happened to this place? I know she's been around for a long time, but she was pretty recluse and just recently started running into other planeswalkers.
Given the Eldrazi's navigation over the last few years, probably not.
Yeah.
Because you're not that old.
Yeah, no. I'm old, but I was pretty.
You're not
recluse and probably,
Eldrazi running around before Zendikar old.
Okay, cool.
Calden knows about them for one reason and one reason only.
Gids.
Toxic knows about threats that can travel multiple planes, and the Eldrazi are one of them.
So, Seren's been awake way longer than you guys have, since she only needs 4 hours for a full rest. When you guys wake up, she's standing on at the edge of one of the cliffs overlooking the waterfalls and looking around and sketching the lands and any kind of stars that she was able to see through the night. And she kind of looks back to you guys when you guys wake up.
Morning.
What did this? You said a name, but I am unfamiliar.
Calden pulls out his notebook, which you don't really get to see much, and
Perks.
he does sketch and write down a couple things, and he goes, on Toxic, what are what's known as a hub plane, and that basically means that a bunch of different planes connect to ours. The people of Toxic don't know how to get off. Only planeswalkers can go there and get off. Turns out the Phyrexians know, but that's a different story for another day. And Calden holds open this book, and he shows you something that looks similar to a deformed millipede. And it's got large tentacles coming out of its mouth. Jasper, could you pull up what an Eldrazi spawn looks like, or an Eldrazi scion, please?
Unfortunately, I cannot. Think of it like a crab merged with an octopus,
That's
but
honestly a good way to
bleached
put it.
white.
I thankfully have never had to combat one of these things, but we may be able to find statues of them around here.
Merrick actually raised his hand. He's like, actually, I have.
I know they still exist. I've luckily never had to come across one. He looks at
How did a creature destroy all of this?
Well, we're not in Zendikar yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll explain when we get there. And Calden flips a couple pages, and he shows you a picture of 3 gigantic-looking Eldrazi. Like, he has drawn a person next to them for scale, and all it says above the 3 of them is Titans. And he goes, that's all I know. I've seen them in a book, and I threw it down in my notebook so I knew what I was looking at. That's all.
Merrick actually looked at the book and goes like,
It is a terrible sketch of Emrakul, Ulamog, and Kozilek.
She's like replicating it in her book and
Description
above it, right,
only.
Eldrazi
I actually think
world
Merrick would.
eaters.
Yeah, in a way. No, Merrick actually would remember Emrakul
Oh,
because
shit.
Innistrad. He may not remember his past life. He doesn't forget history.
No shit.
So, yeah, from what I know, they're called mana eaters, which means they can actually devour the mana inside the people. These things are really dangerous for planeswalkers to fight, so if we see one, we gotta kill it quick. Or avoid it. There's also that.
Merrick actually speak up at this point and looking at your sketches. Well, I can actually tell you that's one. He points to Emrakul. We don't have to worry about that one anymore.
Why?
You just put it.
It's trapped in the moon on my plane.
It's what?
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. This one right here. The tentacle octopus, whatever the fuck thing it was called. Yeah, that's actually trapped in the moon.
The
on
annihilating
Innistrad.
space squid of doom.
Calden flips his notebook sideways, and right next to it, he just writes "trapped in mood on Innistrad. Don't go to Innistrad." Close his book. Close his book, bounds it back up, and puts it back in his bag.
She kind of like taps Pharaoh with one of her horns. I'm not the only one to be alarmed by the existence of world eaters, am I?
Alarmed by what? I'm sorry.
The existence of world eaters, am I?
I mean, yeah, they seem pretty scary.
No, believe me when I say it, your fear is warranted. I have faced them, and they're terrifying.
Calden goes to bound his book back up, and he just thought about something that he's never traded notes with Seren. So he goes, Hey, Seren. Come here. And he flips open to page like 30 or 40 in the notebook, because he's numbered them so that he knows for quick references. And he hands them. And you see a picture now of him, but with mechanical parts replacing some of it. And he goes, on my plane, they're called... so those are the things attacking my plane. They're called Phyrexians. You're not gonna like them, but that's all the information I have on them. And basically, it Calden and the book would describe them to you as mechanical beings that are made of flesh and blood, but slowly over time replace themselves with machines. You would see one picture of a giant one that has got tentacles coming out of its back, 2 claws, and 2 massive hind legs. And all Calden has written for its name is Obliterator.
She's taking your book and tracing over the pages with her own and taking down many notes as possible and looks up at him. Would I have ever heard of what a Phyrexian is, Jasper? Or
Hopefully
anything that
no.
Yeah, or anything that sounds like it, familiar.
I would say history test. The Phyrexians and the Eldrazi are pretty huge threats to the multiverse. So like any planeswalker should really know at least something
but they
about
are,
them.
Well, given the size of the multiverse they
theory's
are
a bitch.
contained threats. I mean, Phyrexians have only been on 3 planes total, and Eldrazi have only been witnessed on 2 planes. For anyone who's survived, I'm sure the Eldrazi have been on tons of planes, but no one's around to tell.
You are not wrong.
See, at the picture that you put down, are they sickly? Do they need to? Why do they replace themselves?
No, sickly is not. No.
They search, to the best of my knowledge from what I've heard about Phyrexians, they search for something called completion. So I've dubbed the other me, Calden, Complete. He's hunting me down because he want. Yeah, he hunts me down. Calden would explain to you that he would assume Calden, the other Calden, is hunting him down to become completed 100%. So not only replace all of his body parts with machine, but also to kill the other Caldens and assimilate them into himself. So
So he can become complete.
Yeah, and so Calden, you know what? DM, can I ask for something?
Depends on what.
Can I ask for Seren to take a notice check? Not a notice check. What the fuck skill do we have? Perception?
Okay,
Perception.
we're used to saying notice.
Yeah.
What would be the trigger?
There is something written in the in the notes of the page, but I'm curious if she would actually even notice it if she's too distracted by the picture.
Seren, what's your passive perception?
22.
She would notice it.
There is something written in a different language in the book next to Called and Complete.
What language is it in?
It is written in Quarry.
Yeah, no, sorry.
A language only Calden in this party speaks.
Let me see. Let me do a thing. If I
Unfortunately, this note is very Naya of Calden.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
ignore that.
Okay, can I? Are you sure?
I'm sure you are.
The jury will abstain from knowing this knowledge.
Oh, I thought I had a spell that was like tongue.
Oh.
But no, I do not.
Oh, comprehend languages is what you'd probably want.
Yeah, I don't think I have that. I don't think that's something that like a druid
Kefkin
gets.
doesn't know comprehend languages, does he?
Kefkin is kind of just waiting for you by the door, so he's not really involved in this
cool.
conversation.
All right.
Friend has no shame. She points to it. What is this?
That is a note for me about him.
Doesn't mean danger.
We've all got our secrets. That's for me. I'll tell you guys when I'm ready. That's all.
She nods and leaves it alone.
It's a way to beat him, but it's not good.
Oh boy. When you say it's not good, it's like, oh no.
She kind of squints her eyes at you, but leaves it alone.
She looking like.
He goes, do you want to know what it says?
Only if you wish to tell me.
He says back what's on the page in Quarry. It's called him being an ass. He reads verbatim what's on the page in the language of
She
Quarry.
turns her head really hard. No. I don't think you understand. She turns her head really hard.
They call it's the one time called this actually tunk. I'm gonna put on a helmet this morning. What the fuck? My eye! He closes the book. He closes the book and he says, "Yeah." Calden closes the book and he says, "I'm not giving up. I'm gonna beat him. I've thought of 2 ways. That's the second." And he puts his notebook back in his bag and he looks at the 3 of you and says, "You're the first way. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. I don't have to fight him alone.
Damn right.
Oh, it's perfect.
He looks at Kefka.
then.
Calden looks at Kefka and he says, I think we're ready. Everyone
Right
ready to
then.
go?
Closes his book. He kind of like shuffles it
Ready
into
as
his
I'll
robe.
ever be.
Let's
So,
go
once we
dungeon
get there,
delving.
I doubt we'll be able to land directly on a Skyclave, but it's likely we'll land on a random location. He starts doing some like stretching to like get the magic flowing. But
Do we know of any cities?
not by name.
Not by name. Okay, that's fair.
Question, if we know we're going to a place that's going to require a lot of climbing, we should be able to just purchase gear from the stores.
With what money have we been earning?
The favor of the sheriff whose city we just saved. Give us
So
some
when you
rope.
take money to another country,
To another plane.
We have one person.
The current is there a way to exchange currency from different planes
Yeah,
to different
can I,
planes?
can I talk to the guy who has
Is
kind of
Bitcoin
told
a
we're not
thing?
from
I
here?
mean,
Bitcoin.
realistically, thinking about it, and I've thought about it, valuable items and valuable materials are semi-universal. Now, conversion rates are different. A gold here is not going to be the worst, same as like a gold there. But gold is gold
Mm-hmm.
at the same time.
Yeah,
But
Called
we'll
it-
be able to get some ropes and stuff like
I
that.
mean,
for travel early.
honestly, do you think if Sarah did have the equipment, couldn't we just like borrow it?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, we have connections there. We're here to the town. They could give us some rope as thanks. That way we can go.
you'll see.
Or we have connections in like Ravnica and be like, yo,
We can always so one of the things that was talked about in Zendikar Rising, out of story, out of character, is that you can actually hire party members to help you climb up. So we could get there and try to see if we can find a local.
Because
can help
Zendikar
us.
is not
Local.
easily navigated.
No, but there are people who know how to do this. I believe they're called line slingers specifically.
Yeah.
Oh god, we're gonna run into a Kiri.
I hope you don't. She's busy.
Ish? Oh yeah, she's busy fighting.
She's busy doing a thing.
Speaking of which,
Anywho.
remind me, I need to do my spells for the day. Oop.
Kefkin kind of like does some stretching. She's like, all right. So once we get there, Zendikar, I hear, is pretty treacherous. So we're probably going to need to hire some assistance. Thankfully, I do have a bit of valuable material on me that I could part with, and maybe we might be able to hire some help, so to speak.
now these these helpers that climb, do they know that planeswalkers exist or no?
Well, it's usually a secret, so no.
Zendikar, the people of Zendikar know that planeswalkers exist. Oh, everybody in Seagate does.
It's not exactly well known.
I forgot. Tazri's in Seagate.
There's an entire planet.
She knows planeswalkers exist, and everybody who works under her does.
Ooh. Ooh, I get to roll the big one.
But wouldn't the sky cleavers be
Skyclaves.
familiar? What?
Like line
Skyclaves
slingers?
and their places.
What? Yeah, like wouldn't they have the knowledge of planeswalkers because they're probably helping planeswalkers navigate
So,
the city?
no. None of these
Not
people know.
everyone who goes to a place is like, hey, yo, I'm a planeswalker. Help me do a thing.
The only person who does that is Seren. You are the one person Calden has to actively remind every single time we're on a plane to not tell people we're planeswalkers.
Planeswalker is a made-up word to 99%
You think-
of the multiverse
You think
population.
Seren
like-
would be better
Like,
about
usually
it, and
we'll just think
Farah
she's
would be the
crazy, it's
worst.
fine.
like you'll walk in and be like, I am a star child, and people go, okay, weirdo.
Okay,
Yep, they're like,
you're
"Ah,
crazy.
she's one of those. Yeah, it's fine. She doesn't mind being crazy.
That's why every single person who sees Calden use his ability to summon an echo goes, what the fuck is this guy? Anybody
a
who's seen
magician.
anyone who's seen Merrick turn into a wolf just goes, ah!
These are all lame.
All right, so I tell everybody to join hands so we can planeswalk at least to the same place. I think that's a good idea, right?
Kumbaya.
Hell yeah.
Let's gather around the campfires and sing on.
All right. On 3. 1.
We're all in
2.
this together. Sorry, I was.
And on 3, Kefkin's magical aura begins to glow along with the rest of yours, and in a whoosh of motion, you all vanish before having this falling feeling and then landing on solid ground.
We leave behind our blind eternities. So like fucking Sarah's just sitting there and my echo's just as it fades.
Aww.
Oh yeah, no, that's Calden's thing. He leaves behind an echo of himself. That's his planeswalk thing.
That's cute. It just waves. It's like, bye. And then Thanos snaps away.
Oh.
That's so cute.
Oh my god, Jasper, hold up. I just realized how terrifying planeswalking for Calden is now.
Because all those different versions
Because
of him.
now he has to see when he looks at a timeline that failed and think if Calden completes the reason it failed.
Woo!
You get trauma.
So he
I
lands.
get horns. I
will-
got horns. You got trauma.
I land, and Calden just got a cold sweat. Just.
So, when you all finally touch down, you find yourself on the first thing you feel is the warmth, the heat. It's a very humid climate in this area where like the air is just kind of like thick and hot, like a rainforest. But
Ooh.
the second thing that hits you is the wind. It's tumultuous and ever present. A strong gust of wind kind of blows over all of you. And then your eyes begin to clear as the vista is rendered before you, and you find yourself isolated on a floating patch of earth amongst dozens, hundreds of other patches of floating earth, stranded a bit. And in the distance, you see these massive structures like temples eking out over the horizon. It is about midday, mid-morning, so it's bright outside, it's warm, but for the most part, you are alone. Kefkin takes a look around and says, "Looks like we made it. All in one piece? Everyone accounted for? 2, 3.
Yep.
Good. Good. We all made
About
it.
time we finally got to somewhere we needed to be.
It only happened once.
Twice.
Twice? What's the second time?
I forget.
No, we planeswalked Skelva at random.
It happened twice.
No.
One of
Golden's
the-
right.
One of the times we tried to travel back from Kamigawa to Ravnica as we were showing Farah some other planes, and we wound up on Tulosh randomly. Almost like
Still can't answer how that
almost like we were called.
Can
Maybe it was
I-
Jali. That's how we met each other.
Can I have an out-of-character reminder of what exactly our mission here is?
We're finding a power source. We're looking for
Yes.
a magic battery.
Okay.
So, not that we know, but out of character, Skyclaves sometimes have things called Lithoform Engines, and inside they house extremely powerful cores, so much so that they can warp the landscape. The only thing I remember from the story, if I'm remembering this correctly, is that Jace, Nissa, and Nahiri, who all held a Lithoform core, said that they were in constant pain while they were carrying it. So one of us is gonna have to
Oh,
brave.
Joey.
Yeah, one of us is gonna have to brave holding on to that.
Wait, brave holding on to what? I'm sorry, I was looking at a spell.
If we do find a lithoform core to power that thing that Gaxum had, it's not gonna be pretty. I believe they said they were in constant pain, but Nahiri was using magic to mitigate it. She was
Yeah,
like toughening her skin.
Yeah, I might be able to handle it with magic or turn myself into something very thick-skinned.
I'm thinking we could just have my Echo carry it.
And will it, like, if it's doing damage, will it dissipate your echo? And then
If it's
withdraw?
doing damage, we're gonna have bigger problems than just trying to hold it.
Now that we're here, the question becomes, how do we get from here to over there? He points to the structure in the distance.
How far away is it?
It looks like it's at least a mile or two.
That makes sense.
It's hard to judge because there's no firm ground beneath you or around you.
Are there rocks and distances in between us?
Yes.
How far away are they?
It does depend, but there are at least a few within Calden range.
Okay. This is going to sound really shitty, but I only have one idea.
And what's that?
Calden summons an echo, and he teleports to the other side. And then he says, I've only got one chance. Who do you think's the latest out of all of you?
Mary's like, not me.
Probably Farah?
What are you planning?
I'm tiny.
So Jasper, I'm going to ask this. Does Calden think his echo could carry somebody and move them across?
One at a time, but possibly. It would be pretty slow going.
It would be slow, but it's secure. Because the echo can fly, technically.
Well, hold on, because I also have...
Oh, shit. What am I thinking? Do we have rope?
Yes,
rope.
but rope does not maintain across teleporting.
No. But I could be like... I start on our side. We anchor down one side of rope. And then I teleport to the other side and anchor down the other side, and you can climb across the rope. I put my echo underneath the rope in case anyone falls.
That just might work.
I have rope.
I do not.
I might.
I have a staff.
Don't know how much I got.
Also, remember,
rope.
guys, I can turn into something really big that flies. So I could also, if we get to particularly treacherous or very high area, let me see. Because I have wild shape, and I have... Oh, I also have a wild... I can get a wild companion. What?
We can tie the rope to my arrows to
Oh,
anchor
yeah,
them
that's a good
in.
idea, too.
I probably use your arrow to anchor it.
An arrow... I don't know if just a single arrow would hold, like, 200 plus pounds.
Thankfully, Calden can teleport himself, because I think Calden's
Yeah, I
probably the
think that would
heaviest
be good,
person in the
like-
party.
Yeah, like, Farah shoots the arrow, then you teleport to the other side of the mountain, and then, like, find a way to... Do we have pivot? That would work.
Do we have what?
Titan?
Pythons.
I do. Oh, I have Python.
Perfect. Yes. Okay. Cool. Because we can.
Okay,
use
so
that
then we
to
have
anchor
actual
ourselves.
anchors. Cool. All right.
Yes, and I do have hemmed in rope as well. I have 110-foot.
So Jasper, using a
no,
combination of our skills, we get ourselves across multiple places.
'Cause I
Calden
think
does
So
it.
I would like everyone to give me either a intelligence check or an athletics check.
Athletics. Does Calden have to make the athletics check since I'm teleporting?
One or the other, just to adhere Pythons and or to judge where to place one.
You said an intelligence check.
Yes, intelligence or strength. Yeah, intelligence or athletics.
I'm gonna use one of my dice to re-roll that.
Do it.
22.
Nice.
Hold on.
Thank God. Thank God.
Okay, so I am proficient in intelligence, so I can re-roll that.
Okay.
So
Go right ahead.
that would be ideal.
Please tell me the new roll.
Hey,
That's
21.
preferable.
That's better.
So, drop the lowest. Oh, okay. I'm waiting for Merrick. Athletics or intelligence?
I would assume athletics is probably better for you. Oh no, athletics is strength based. Acrobatics wouldn't work here?
No. This is about. This is either
Well, it's
about
like,
where to place
climbing
them
and
or
lifting
how
and-
hard you can nail them in.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I would say if that's not high enough, Calden can get advantage using his Echo's teleport.
Intelligence? Yeah, I'll take
I
the
mean, I
intelligence
think the
save on
21 is
all day,
pretty
any day.
good.
Fuck.
All right.
You and me,
So
Merrick.
total is 21 plus 8, which is 29. 21 plus 9 is 30. Then it goes to 28. Then it goes to 50?
30.
53.
Yeah, total of everyone's rolls.
15, 8, that is 23 right there. 23 and 21, that is 44. 44 and 9 is
Dropping the
53.
8.
Dropping the 8?
Yes.
Dropping the 8, that goes down to 45.
45 divided by 5 is
9.
9.
Not bad.
Oh, am I including Kefkins in it? Because then
Yes.
Oh, I didn't include Kefkins. All right, so let me redo it again. So 9, 21, 30, 22, and 8.
I was like, 9 feels really slow.
He said
Yeah.
drop the 8.
So basically, group rolls. It's drop the lowest roll from the group, and then take the average.
21 plus 9 is 30, plus 22 is 52, plus 15 is 67. 67 divided by 6 is like 10.
Divided by 5, because there are 5 of you.
5?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, there is 5. Duh. Divided by 5, so that's like... It's
that
like
one I will-
12... It's 12
That one I
point...
actually will need a calculator for.
12 point something. It
60.
We'll round it
62
up.
divided by-
You can either... I think you can round it up to
No.
13.
It's 13 even.
Oh, 13 even? Perfect.
All right, so with a group roll of 13, it is a slow-going process, but you're able to traverse a couple of rocks towards the distance. It does take a little while to, like if nail Python's distant here, Python's have called in, fly the rope over, nail it in, and then just basically do this sort of like Spider-Man fairy technique thing going over and over so that everyone's able to safely get across. There are a couple of stumbles and a couple of, almost accidents that turn very bad along the way. But in this relatively calm part of Zendikar, it's a relatively easy process. After a little while of traveling, Seren, you hear in the distance the sound of like something banging. Definitely something banging on maybe a metal surface, like a gong or a drum, but it reverberates in this sort of repetitive banging motion.
You guys just see her fawn ears go. And she turns her whole head in that direction.
Do you
guys
see?
hear that?
It's just like
It sounds like a drum.
Perception check?
yeah, everyone can give me a perception check.
Hey! Calden's on fire. You're like, do you hear that? And Calden, who's like mid teleporting around, just,
2 natural 20s.
Oh my god.
Okay, so what temperature do I bake Kefkin's dice at?
Seren and Calden just...
They're kind of like, Seren's like, do you hear that? And everyone just kind of listens out.
Oh, wait,
Fair, you're
actually, I
like
get it.
midway down the line, you're like kind of busy.
Just because I actually do get advantage on this.
But the rest of you hear
I'm gonna roll the other one.
this sort of
Yeah, I'll take the
banging in
20.
the distance, like someone's like hitting on metal. Not like in a sort of like a forge context, but like someone's like just like slamming on like what seems to be like a large metal surface.
How?
And as you can like listen
sorry.
out and get closer to it, you hear this open.
Oh, someone's trying to get into a Skyclave. How far away is this sound?
It's kind of hard to tell at this distance, but you can tell you're moving towards it. You think you might be able to get within maybe like if you had like 10 more minutes of travel.
Because Seren is used to living on mountaintops and is familiar with how echoes and distance work, would she be able to kind of tell an
You
approximation?
can gauge the
of-
approximation.
Mhm.
You can sort of tell the direction, but you can't really tell the distance because the air is too vast.
Can I see the creature trying to get in yet or no?
Unfortunately not.
Okay.
It sounds like it's pretty far, but I'm not sure how. But I have a pretty clear direction on where it is.
Maybe if we keep going.
Does
mean-
Calden think if he scouts ahead using his echo, I could move a lot faster?
We need your
By
echo,
yourself,
Colton.
maybe.
We need your echo to help us get across all of these.
I know. So Calden focuses, so Calden focuses on getting everybody across because that would be his thing. But he does offer up that if I could move on my own, I'd be able to go a lot faster, and I might be able to catch up to it kind of quickly if we could just see what's going on.
Well, if it is that,
Look
if
what
it is
happened
that
last time you
loud,
went on your own.
I would be within eyesight.
no. But if we are trying to get across ourselves, there's no guarantee our 4 fighters may be with you.
I'm
And
aware.
also, if it's just starting this way, If it's a gong or whatever it may be that large,
He did say the word open. I think he's trying to get in somewhere or out of something.
then he may be there for a while. So I think we may have time.
All right, let's keep moving.
So after you say about like 10 or 15 more minutes of travel upwards, sometimes downwards through, you start to see this sort of image of this structure embedded into the wall of one of these floating islands. And very down far below, you see this sort of humanoid creature. You can't really tell at this range.
It's a goblin.
Who seems to just kind of be like going at this door.
So how far away are they?
You'd say about like 200 feet.
I
If you
can,
could fall straight down, you could get to them.
I've got.
Do we notice if they're armed first?
You can tell they are. You can tell that they are wearing some sort of armor, as they kind of just like they glint in a sort of the sort of way metal glints in the sun.
Hey, Fada.
Yeah.
How far do your psychic powers like reach? Cause I can't get that far.
If I can see them, I must be within 1 mile.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Oh yeah.
That's perfect.
I knew that, but Calden wouldn't. Gotta role play my character.
Mm-hmm.
So like Calden's like trying to psychically connect with them. You guys could tell that, and he goes, he's way out of my range.
What do you want me to say to him?
Ask him who he is. The normal stuff. You're a police officer, you know. And Calden finishes helping everyone across while he asks. And he would ask politely if you could achieve that. Danny did bring up in the last session, it did kind of sound like I was trying to tell people what to do. I'm not. My tone was just not great, and I apologize for that.
And I'm assuming the creature that breaking in can speak a language, or
He is saying open
Yes.
in common.
okay. Well, gotta ask. So I have to use one of my dice.
Oh, that's right. You could psychic link like almost all of us, can't you?
Yeah, I can psychic.
Oh, I was gonna freak this dude out.
Hello.
Do you want to just psychic link me and Calden?
Is your dice for the number of hours or the number of people?
Hold on.
Because I know you have to burn one of your psychic dice to do it.
Yeah. Choose one or more creatures you can see up to a number of creatures equal to your proficiency bonus, and then roll one psychic energy die for a number of hours equal to the number rolled. The chosen creatures can speak telepathically with you. So I can roll a d8. So it's up to 8 hours if I roll good.
Okay, so you would need to link. I would say link the 3 of you, and then I can just link to you myself.
Okay.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, a number of people. So yeah, link. Calden would say, I mean, if you can, I can just link to you myself. So if you just link up Medic and Seren, that would probably be
Yeah.
best.
What's my proficiency bonus again?
It's on the
It's on
top
your
Oh,
of your.
it's 3.
Yep.
So I can do. Okay.
DM, while she's doing that, Soren wants to check out be analyzing the area behind.
So it's just is it
behind
gonna
them?
just be like me and then who else?
It would be. Do you count as one of the people that gets linked up, or she could choose? It's you plus a number of people equal. to
Yeah,
your
it's you
proficiency.
plus 3.
Okay, so yeah, I would say link Seren, Merrick, and that random ass motherfucker.
Okay.
So, and you kind of take a look around you, kind of examining your senses, and
I just want to make sure there's not like a party hiding like in the trees behind them waiting to pounce, or that he's not being hunted, or that like it's not like an ambush waiting for us
7
down below.
hours.
So I'll do a perception check if I need to.
no perception check needed, but you do kind of like feel this almost fulfilling sense of calm as the twilight sun makes its way in the sky and gives way to this almost hemispherical sunset.
So, I link to the creature that's trying to get in.
What do
and
you
I
say?
I say, not to harm you. We are a group of adventurers. We just want to know what you doing, what's your name, do you need help?
So as soon as you say this, the creature turns around, looks around, is like, draws weapons. Who said that?
Well, we know he's armed.
They're like these.
Oh,
He
they-
draws like these like dinky, sort of almost dagger-like weapons.
No, we mean no harm.
You see him like looking around.
Does he not see us?
No.
But we can see him?
Yeah, you were above him.
Oh. We
Just
mean no harm. Look up.
Give me a persuasion check.
Just he's
Throw
just
shits on him.
God.
No, you should let him continue thinking we're God. Just pretend we're God. Hello, my son.
Stop trying to open that door, child.
14.
He's like. He kind of like looks up directly at, but where you guys are kind of looking down at him.
I wave. Does he see us?
Yeah, he's kind of like squints, like covers his eyes so we can like see you better. Who the heck are you?
I'm Farah. You can respond back to me in my mind.
He just continues shouting. You should come down here so I can see you better.
All right,
Is he
we'll
gonna-
be there in a minute.
Is he going
We
to
mean no
stab
harm,
us?
okay?
Can you make sure he's not going to stab us before we go down?
How do I do that?
Listen, there are
Oh,
5
wait.
of us and 1 of him. If he does
Wait.
anything,
Wait,
He'll
can we
regret it.
talk? Can we talk to him in our minds too? Or are you
Yes.
just so? Are you going to stab us?
Jerry's out.
he kind of like thinks. It depends.
This guy.
Just letting you know,
On
if you make a move
what?
at us, we will obliterate you. Keep that in mind, and think carefully about your choices.
I don't like you, soft-voiced one.
I'm very indifferent towards you at the
But
moment.
Red, we're trying to be cordial.
I
Oh,
think
I
Selen's.
forgot.
I think Selen's past cordial. Calden
She
has
was
no
apparently.
idea.
She
Calden has.
looks at everyone and she's kind of surprised, like, "Oh, I forgot you could hear me too."
Uh,
I'm the one that gave you.
Calden helps Kef get across. And he goes, "Hear what?" Because I'm not the one linked up. I just go, "Say what?"
Sarah never heard of a four-way call. Oh
That-
wait, she did. She just forgot. We did this before. She just forgot.
Calden just
my
looks at
lord.
Sarah and goes, "What did you do? What did you do?"
Nothing. I just let him know that it is not
Nothing?
wise to harm us.
He.
Oh no, we'll obliterate him.
Exactly. That's what I said.
See?
It's a fair
No,
warning,
Calden
but
would
I-
totally
Apparently, all of y'all are bad cops, and I'm the good cop. Got it.
Well,
Oh,
don't you know?
America is 100% a bad cop.
Don't you know? Even within like rainforest, the Amazonian dart frogs, they show their poisonous colors on their person.
We
It's
don't
more of a
wanna-
warning
we
to
don't
the
wanna-
others. No, it's polite to warn them. Don't attack us, or we will kill you. You want to give them the chance to make that decision.
That's such
Calden?
a bad cop. That's
Calden?
a bad cop way of thinking.
Calden
wanna
is not a
scare the
bad cop.
dude.
Calden is not a bad cop. He
Yes, he
tells No. He tells the truth. He hurts me, I will kill him.
I've been meaning to ask because I've heard you throw it around a lot. What is a cop?
It is.
A
It is.
bastard.
It is
Oh.
one who enforces the law in the city.
Hashtag.
Oh,
If
I
you don't
see.
support ACAB, unfollow.
So I've never heard of a cop.
How
So, do you know
Who's that?
do you know our lovely good friend Delian?
Yes.
He was a
Kind of like
cop.
It's kind of like a
Oh,
cop.
I
He's
thought
kinda
she was
cop.
an investigator. That's what he said anyway.
Well, they're kind of the same thing.
how far down is this
Strange that
guy
he would
from
hate
us?
his-
A
hate his
lethal
employees
fall
so
damage
much.
worth of falling away.
Bloody hell.
Wait, how
About
much
200
damage is falling?
feet.
So that it's okay. We can just piston tie our ropes together and slowly make our way down.
Kefkin kind of like taps his staff. I got it.
Oh, Calden jumps.
Did he cast Featherfall?
Yeah.
You see like the sort of like this sort of like wind sort of whip around Kefkin. He's like looks
Wait,
down.
can he do with other people Featherfall or no?
He kind of like steps off.
Oh, you bitch!
after
Not include
Calden.
us? Come on, Kefkin.
It's okay. No, everyone just jump, and he'll have to react and catch us, or else we'll die. It's up to him. To save
Farrah
us or
is not jumping.
It's fine. Rely on your friends, Farrah.
he as he falls, he goes like, "I suggest catching up with me. The spell's range only is
now
so
I
much."
jump.
Yeah, see? So walks off.
Calden runs behind him. He's like,
I assume Merrick and Seren also jump
Yeah,
as well.
Merrick fall. Yeah,
So
like,
the four
I
of
don't trust
you,
him.
as soon as you like fall like maybe like a good 100 feet, Kefkin sort of like emerges this like sort of sphere of wind that begins to slow your fall, and you will safely glide down to the station in front of this large brass door with this, what you now realize is a goblin
I know
in
it's a
full
goblin.
plate mail standing in front of the
in
door.
full plate.
Damn, if you kick this thing with your shoe, your toes are gonna hurt.
He's
As
in
you
the
kind of like fall down,
same.
just kind of like
He's in the same armor I am.
Oh, just big tiny.
I have a son now.
Is it a son or a daughter, or is it a they?
the goblins aren't.
Goblin or just goblin? Gotcha.
Based on the way he's posturing, you're pretty sure male.
Okay.
As he's kind of just like waits for you to drop, kind of like, you know, the way an excited dog is like kind of like acts when you dangle a treat in front of on top of them.
Calden like
and then you all
gets-
land, and he just kind of like doesn't sheath his weapons.
How far away from us is he?
About 30 feet. But he's doesn't advance as you guys land.
Calden pops his shield. He's got
points at
weapons.
you.
He's got weapons drawn.
He points at you. You first.
I step 5 feet towards him. Hey, I've got shield drawn because you've got swords drawn. Put them away. We have no harm.
Give me a charisma check.
Oh, dear Lord. Please, Calden. I need another nat 20 here really bad. A charisma
Nat
check
one.
or persuasion?
Persuasion, if you are proficient.
I kind of want to beat the shit out of
I
this
am not.
goblin. Oh.
Hey,
Still 13
He
now.
like squints for a moment.
That's good.
You
got
first.
13.
As he kind of like drops his aggressive posture, but doesn't drop his weapons quite yet.
Okay, well, so
I
Calden can. Yeah,
I
step
sling my
forward,
shield
and
back
then-
into my arm.
and then we all like follow.
He sheathes his weapons very slowly, and then he lets go. With this sort of like suspicious, like like the suspicious air around him.
Hmm.
So we're not fighting.
I don't think
No,
you'd last too long.
I told you we were adventurers and we meant no harm.
Right. No harm.
We
Why?
cool. We
Why?
good.
Because we're here looking for a power source in one of these Skyclaves.
He turns around. This thing?
How the hell did you get here? Who are you?
They call me Gyuk. Gyukk. I'm Gyuuk.
I have a picture for this lovely creature. I love him.
I can send you a picture.
Oh, please. Oh, please. I want to see this little dude. I just imagine that you have based this off of one of our real life friends, and I hate you. You absolutely have, and I hate you.
Let me see. Wait, did you post it already?
This is... I absolutely can tell that this
And-
is Joe as a goblin.
As a
Show it to
goblin.
players.
Yep.
Oh my god, I love them.
I hate it.
It's Joe.
Not quite, but we'll save that for who the inspiration for this character was in the after party.
So,
Yeah.
Calden says, how did you get here?
Well, it's a long story, but let's just say I was very persuasive with the guy. He was swinging by and I caught him.
Where's his
Silent.
body?
Oh, he ran like a coward.
So why
Gotcha.
have you been banging on this door for upwards towards 45 minutes?
I heard a rumor that there's something really strong in there, and I want to fight it.
Oh, you're one of those kind of goblins.
Yeah. Which one of you is strongest?
Calden looks at him and goes, "You touch a single head on any other head, and I will be the worst nightmare you've ever had."
Right back at you.
I'll tell you right now, you
He
don't want to fight
smiles
anyone
very
of us.
jovially as he says right back at you. As if he took your threat as a compliment.
I'll tell you right now, you don't want to fight any of us. We will demolish you.
All right. I mean, she's not wrong.
In more ways than one.
Soren is immediately understanding the kind of creature this is. She's immediately like,
Dumbass.
no, she's like, I see. Just like the birds in the forest who like puff their chests out at each other in battle for their mate's love. I understand.
Calden's not puffing his chest out. I could step on this dude and he'd die.
No, the goblin. The goblin.
I know. Do you know how to
Alright.
I'm assuming you don't know how to open the door.
If I hit it hard enough, it'll fall over.
Yeah,
I will
maybe
say
there's something
whatever-
else.
Whatever.
Maybe try a different way to open the door.
Give me a Arcana check.
Can we all take this?
If you are proficient.
I'm not
Nope.
proficient in that.
Let me see.
Wait, now holy
Good
shit! I can
fucking
actually use it for
God.
once.
Woo!
It's a door.
You guys
Oh,
notice there is
We
some
both
sort of
rolled 5.
something off about this door. It's got its sort of like repeating
Can
diamond
I do an
sort of motif.
investigation check?
Certainly.
The
And so
door.
you'll get
She
the
rolled a
same reading.
3 and got an 11.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
It's okay. I got this, guys. I'm going to.
I mean, that's not bad, right? 11.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast detect magic.
As a ritual, right? Don't waste your
No.
spells.
Well, yeah, actually, yeah.
I'll rephrase that. I'll rephrase that. You could cast it as a ritual to save your spell slots.
No, yeah. I'm like, wait, holy shit, I can do that. Let me go ahead and do that. I'm gonna take 10 minutes and I'm going to detect magic, and she's just going to like touch the door in different spaces and lines are gonna go from her fingertips every time as she like makes a constellation with the door.
So as you guys
It's
kind of
like
like
a constellation
approach
spell
in a
circle.
non-threatening manner to investigate the door, you see the goblin known as Gyu kind of like step aside and kind of just like sit down with a sort of this sort of like confident expression on his face that like, if I couldn't do it. And as you walk
I'm
to
ready.
sort of like examining it, those of you who rolled a 9 or 11 in your various checks notice that this door has this sort of motif on it around the edges and with the interlocking patterns of this surface. You notice this sort of runic writing, almost like someone like scratched a sort of very flowy and pointed pattern into the threshold of this doorway. Kefkin kind of like also is sort of examining this door, and after about 10 minutes, Seren, you do detect a sort of magic from the door. What's the range of detect magic again?
Let me go ahead and I'll click it for you.
I believe it's 30 feet. It is 30 feet.
30 feet. You detect the door has a various form of abjuration magic or defensive magic.
Okay.
It's just flowing through out of it. But behind you, you sense another source of magic. You look behind you and you see this sort of pillar with a diamond shape in it.
Do we know what type of? Does she know what type of magic it is?
It seems to be evocation. Or this one much weaker than the door itself.
Interesting. She's going to. Excuse me. This may take a few minutes, friends. Well, I have it for 10 minutes. So the first one felt like a trap.
You can't tell what sort of trap, what sort of magic, what sort of the effect would be with this door.
Okay.
All you can tell is that what kind of magic it's supposed to be.
Okay, and
White
I can-
mana.
And look and feeling the door. The magic is coming from the door, or is it coming from the crystal?
Both.
No,
Like,
everyone
connected?
that's associated with the white mana, do we feel this energy?
It's not significant enough to
Okay.
kind of like feel it.
Especially because you and I are three color. You and I are 3-color white, so we're only gonna feel so much.
Asking.
I'm just saying we're only gonna feel so much.
Sorry. Can I cast Dispel Magic as a ritual spell?
No, not as a ritual spell.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic.
Give me a spellcasting ability check.
How do I do that?
Oh.
Roll me a d20, then add your then add your wisdom and your proficiency.
So it's a spell of above 4th level, huh?
Above 3rd level.
Above.
Fourth or
It's
above.
It's 4th or above, yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay, and I only have I don't have 4th level spells yet, right? No,
Nope.
oh wait, I can just cast it. Haha. No, that's not how that works. Fuck. Okay. I thought it would work. I thought it would work the other way. Okay, so
Worth a shot.
R /R D D20
d20.
plus what?
Your wisdom.
My wisdom.
Wisdom plus your
modifier?
proficiency.
My wisdom, which is 3, plus my proficiency modifier, which is 3.
Yes.
Okay, don't let me down, dice. Not bad.
Well, whatever's on there is ended.
So you dispel the magic on this door, and you see this sort of you feel this sort of you see the magical aura around it sort of fade slowly.
And it says the DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
That happened.
Yeah.
But the
Whatever
door does
magic-
not open.
All right, so
It seems to be sort of in still this crisscross interlocking pattern.
Saren, could you tell us anything?
there
Calden
was
sees you cast a spell, so he asks.
Yeah, I casted 2 of them. I used my ability to detect what kind of magics are upon the door, and that we actually have 2 magic sources here. There was one upon the door itself that was... What was it again?
White mana.
Abjuration is I think
Abjuration.
she was asking.
It was white abjuration magic. And then there was also a much smaller and weaker force from the pillar over there, that crystal, and she starts walking towards it. Whatever magic is upon the door is not... I have demolished it. But there is still a light magic from... And she gets closer, and she reaches her hand out, and she touches the crystal.
The crystal seems safe to touch. But when I mean crystal, it seems to be this sort of, you think maybe like a lens?
What?
A lens,
Calden asks Saren, should I try the door then?
Can I telekinetic shove
I worry
the door?
about... I could also dispel this and see and to see if perhaps one or the other is keeping it locked. But that's a second, 3rd level. Yeah, I can live with just 1 level. 3rd level.
I mean, you did dispel the magic on the door, so we could try opening the door and see if anything happens. That is always a route.
I'll be still right over here in case something erupts from the crystal, but it seems to be a lens. Perhaps...
Calden draws his shield and tells everybody to back up. And then I try to just
What in
open the
hell are you
door.
trying?
I just try to open the door, though Farah did say she could telekinetic shove. So if I can't do that, she could try that.
Can I telekinetic shove
So,
the door? I'm asking.
You press against the door, and there is a little bit of give on it, but it seems to be stopped by it still being physically interlocked with itself.
Oh, so it's like a
Got
physical
it.
lock now.
There is a magical lock and a physical lock.
Oh, perfect. So, Farah, you're a rogue. Maybe
Yep.
you can help untangle this. You can help. You can
Yes,
help
go get it.
untangle
Thieves' tools! Thieves' tools!
Yes.
Go ahead and roll Thieves' Tools with disadvantage.
Oh, is it because it's really big? But wait, Calden is helping though, right? So would that balance?
Not with
out?
not with this effort.
Valid. Ugh. I believe in you.
You got this.
What would be my attribute?
Dexterity.
Yes.
Actually, you
dexterity.
can probably just click Thieves' Tools.
The
Yeah.
problem is every time you level up, it goes back to being
14.
So with the 14, you kind of start to apply your thieves' tools to the door, and you try to look for a place that you could find like some sort of mechanism or some sort of feature that you could exploit, but the store seems so finely built with such accuracy. There's no gap to even get a tool in.
Oh no, is this one of those ones where we have to move one lock to move another to move another?
I could re-roll it with one of my dice.
Well,
Kefkin turns and says, maybe the lens in the door connected somehow.
Is there? Can I look through the lens? Like, is there a way I can look through the behind it, or through it?
So you look through the lens and you now realize that it is perfectly aimed to shape the door.
Oh, so I can see. Like, can I instruct them on how to unlock it?
It's not, so the lens indicates that it seems to be just like focusing its attention, focusing your gaze on the door.
is there sunlight out?
The sun is setting.
I do what I can to. Does Seren bring that up?
Yeah. Yeah, she does.
I do my best to get my shield to reflect sunlight through the lens into the door.
So you begin to do this, and as you focus your light, this sort of beam in the darkness forms and to perfectly align with the door, and the door begins to unlock.
Ah!
Yeah.
You know, honestly, do you know what's really sad? Do you know what made me think about trying that?
What?
When Jasper said, it's white mana aligned, I went, he's literally talking about the sun. God damn it.
Yeah.
So Calden, like,
Sorry,
reflects his shield, and eventually you see a beam go through, and he just goes, ha-ha!
So
I
who
had a
proceeds
phone call,
inside?
so I kind of missed, but I got the gist of it now.
What does the goblin think of us unlocking the door?
He's just
Oh,
kind of...
Oh, Seren, when
His-
when the door unlocks, she turns to him and smirks at him.
He kind of
Oh
just
my
like, his
God.
face went from sort of like this confident smugness to I could have thought of that sort of posture.
Calden
I
walks
turn
by.
to him and I go like,
Calden, as you begin to walk away from the, you
Ah,
lower your shield,
shit.
the door begins to
what?
shut again.
Oh. All right. How far away is the door from the pedestal?
30 feet, about. Well,
Okay.
60 feet.
Okay, so so Calden sets himself back up and keeps shooting the sunlight through the door. He goes, everyone through, I'll be through in a second.
The door, as it would seem to, even with you moving that fast, you don't think the door could, you don't know if you can make it to the door
I'm
confidently.
saying Calden sets himself back up to keep the sunlight shooting through, because I assume
Shooting
that's
through the
what's
lens.
making the door stay open.
And
Is-
then you
am
can
I correct?
teleport yourself through.
That's the idea. I have to do it in an instant. I assume Jasper's gonna want
Wait.
some kind of a check.
Wait. Summon your echo to go.
60
us.
feet.
Well, okay,
Okay,
so
be right in front of the door. Swap places with it.
okay, so before we can do any of that,
Wait, can your echo hold the shield?
The
could, but
echo
that
shield
means-
is not a reflective material.
Yes. So
Oh.
the
No,
question
can the echo
is,
hold your shield?
if Jasper allows it, so the question I have to ask is, when I realign the sunlight back through the lens, does the door open back up all the way?
Yes.
Okay, so I have to keep a constant source of sunlight. So, realistically, and Jasper, I know I'm kind of bullshitting the rules here. In a round of combat, the echo has to be within 30 feet of me at the end of the round. Meaning, realistically, the way Calden's echo slingshot trick works is the echo would be at 30 feet. I would hold the sunlight, and it would move an additional 30 feet to be 60 feet. And then at that instant, Calden swaps places with the echo and runs through.
I can actually make this a little bit easier. I was just going through my inventory. I have a steel mirror.
That works.
That works. Mirror.
We set up a mirror.
Hey, dude, check out this cool mirror I found.
Calden's sitting there. He thinks he's so smug. All right, here's how we're gonna. Merrick just sets up a mirror and he just goes, "God damn it!" Calden walks through the fucking door.
Yeah, I was looking through my inventory. I'm like, do I have anything that can help? I'm like, wow, that'll help.
That was very smart of you, Merrick. Very good thinking.
Calden stomps off all pissed off. Could have said something fucking sooner.
As you guys start sitting at this point, Kefkin says, one thing. Who's to say we can open it from the other side?
Oh.
Well, I mean, for
I
us,
look up at the door.
we can get out. We have a way.
I have a way to get us out. It'll just take a little bit of time.
One of us will have to be on the other side.
I can just fly us over the gate one at a time when it's time to leave.
No, but the door only opens from one direction.
Is it like a building that we're going into, like a temple, or is
Yes.
it like?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was like a giant, like Jurassic Park.
No,
gate.
this is a temple in the side of a rock
We
formation.
are literally
I
going into a
see.
dungeon.
How about this? You go with the goblin, since he seems so eager to meet his fate. And I'll wait out here for you to start banging. Keep the mirror with me, and I'll make sure nothing happens to it.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
All right.
There is one thing though.
Hmm.
It's quickly becoming nightfall, so either way, we're about to lose.
Wait.
The light.
Somebody who I linked with can stay outside and we can still talk because mine's up to a mile.
But you have to see them, don't you?
Nope.
No,
No,
once
after.
Didn't
No,
you
one.
link with
Yeah.
Kefkin, though?
Yeah. So I'm
Yeah, so
saying,
like,
like
unless
whoever I
this
linked
dungeon's
with-
like a mile and a foot long, you're fine.
I mean,
Perfect. And also, but also too, I'm more concerned with it's right about to become night, and we don't know how long we're going to be in there because the sun's already setting. By the time we're going to be done, regardless, the sun will be gone, and there will be no way for us
Right,
to
but
open.
I have it for up to 7 hours.
No, but
with
like
whoever
the
I
sunlight
linked
will
with.
be gone by the time
Yeah,
you
the
get
sunlight, the way
back.
to open the door. You can
Yeah.
keep hearing us, but it won't matter because he won't even be able to open it from the outside because the sun will be gone.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this right now. I would like to try a trick,
okay.
and I say Kefkin, can you magically produce light?
It's not really in my field of study, but
I.e., can he do
I know
the
someone who can.
can he do the light spell?
Nope.
He doesn't know the fucking light cantrip.
He is a wind mage.
So
I mean, I
what
kind of
about-
tracks. He focuses on wind, not.
Basically,
What about torchlight?
well, so the thing I was gonna bring up is, does it have to be actual sunlight, or can it be just light in general?
Fair. That is. I mean, that is a.
I mean, I know
question.
Seren has the daylight spell, but
I didn't
Right.
prepare that today.
I personally can't generate sunlight, but I do know someone who can, and I think you do too.
Jolly.
And precisely. I'll be back. Happy hunting.
So
They
okay.
disappear
Okay.
and the door closes.
Okay, wait. Well, the thing is, Calden wants to certify that a magical light can do this, because if it can't, then he wants to go into this thing at the butt crack of dawn. Like, as soon as the sun comes up, to give us the most time possible to do this. I do not want to be trapped in here.
I'll go
mean,
fetch her.
We can planes walk out.
Right, but Calden would feel bad about letting this goblin just die in here.
Fuck the
Yeah.
goblin.
oh,
That's
who cares?
not who.
No,
That's
he's
not
a
who
green
Calden
bud.
is.
No, I'm kidding. Fair,
Well,
fair.
the
who cares?
wall.
The green
Nothing can
one.
stop me besides doubt.
So,
He can wait. He can wait for us to
Members
return.
are
I have
like,
rations
I'm
that
He's
he
gonna
can
have
eat.
emotions for a
It's
goblin.
fine.
does
It's
Kefkin...
still a dick move.
All right.
Oh,
Does
I agree.
Kefkin come back with Jolly in a reasonable amount of
It
time?
takes about a few minutes,
Okay.
but
That's
after
fine.
a little while, Jali does arrive with Kefkin, and she's like, she seems different.
How so?
Her outfit has changed from sort of this sort of monkish attire to more of a sort of battle-ready sort of garb,
Lit.
where she's got shoulder pads and like wrist guards.
Calden tells everyone to get out of the dungeon besides him.
Before we go,
I see what you're doing.
I want to
I
ask
see what
Jolly
you're doing.
real fast. I want to ask Jolly real fast. How fares Win on Sands and their child?
It is good to see all of you. I am pleased to know that the people
Likewise.
have been reinvigorated with a pleasant source of morale since we last saw you.
We're coming back soon.
Would expect
We're
nothing
stronger.
less. We appreciate everything you're going to do for us.
Correct me if I'm wrong on this, if I may. I'm sorry. For each plane, like time moves differently for each plane. Am I under?
Time
Is it- I
moves
guess it's
relatively
really-
the same through
Okay.
each plane.
I'm just
So it's only
curious
been like
'cause-
2 or 3 weeks since.
Okay.
Okay.
That's right. I was
So-
just curious on that.
Calden tells everyone to get out, and as the door shuts on him, he summons an echo on the other side of the door, out into the entrance where they are at. And then
So
basically he relays to Jolly via the psychic connection or whatever to use magic light to shine through the lens to see if that opens the door.
Jolly begins to meditate as she like focuses her stance. She makes a few hand signs with her palms, and then she permits with a sort of circular shape this orb of sunlight. Then she shines it through the lens, causing the door to open.
Cool, let's roll.
Kefkin, watch the civilians in my stead. I shall stay here. Right. And Kefkin vanishes.
That means that Farah, you need to do a psychic link up with
Jolly.
Yeah. It's gonna spend another one of your psychic dice. Are you okay with that?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. If you're okay with
Yeah,
that.
right.
If not,
It's fine because I don't really re-roll my dice in combat anyway, or like use one in combat anyway. So we'll spend one.
Are you ready to
Well-
discover a power source, Gayuk?
Roll a d8.
Our source.
It's not a creature.
8 hours.
I will let you know.
We have
We got 8
four.
hours to explore this dungeon. Yeah, hell yeah.
So
Oh.
we'll link with Jolly. Who else wants to be now? Can I just link up with different people that I weren't linked up with before?
Yeah.
So I can link up with Jolly and Kefkin and
Well, Kefkin's currently not on this planet.
well, I don't think Merrick was connected before, was he?
What's
Yeah.
your limit of people you can connect to?
It's 3 every time I roll, but like the first one's still in effect.
Okay, so we're replacing the former one.
No.
yeah, honey, if you start a new one, you have to drop the first one.
Yeah, because it's like you're dropping concentration on the 3 minds that you
It's
did
like you're hanging up a
previously.
phone call and then calling another group of people.
Mhm.
Different Discord server.
Oh.
So
Okay.
you only really need to be hooked up to Jolly.
Hold on. The first time you use this power after each long rest, you don't expend the energy die.
Oh, so she actually didn't expend the die the first time. This time now she's expending her first.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, okay. So I
Gucci.
would still have 2 technically.
Yes.
Great.
Okay, great, lit.
Alrighty. Yeah, you really only need to be hooked up to Jolly. You don't
Yeah,
have
but
to be
I
hooked
still
up.
get 2 other people. I might as well.
Okay, then I would say Merrick and Seren.
Okay. That's fine.
Hell yeah, 3-way call.
3 call, baby.
Calden's
Alright.
gonna be in the front as normal.
Gyuk
I
is
will
kind
say
of side by side with
I
you.
will secretly whisper to Jolly. I will let you know when we can get out or whatever.
I shall await your return. And she kind of kneels down with this orb floating above her head, shining the light through the lens, and she begins
Lit.
this meditative stance.
Our boss fight is gonna be when we come out and have to fucking save Jolly. Alright, we
Just and
progress
then
in.
give us a ring if anything happens. Okay? Or give me a ring.
She simply nods, confidently. And as you turn to go inside Gyuk's, Calden, you go to your position to take point, but Gyuk kind of like walks up right next to you, trying to take point, but you kind of like, step a little bit faster. He steps a little faster, and there's like this moment where he just kind of sneers at you.
This little shit so fucking much.
Merrick's looking at the thing. I'm like, does he realize I can punt him halfway across this fucking plane?
we
I
all
was
could.
thinking more. I'm like, oh, Merrick's like, dog food.
So, we enter into the dungeon.
I'm waiting for Merrick to use a line. If I'm a dog, then you're dog food.
I had that reserved. Trust
figured.
me. I am waiting for that opportunity to come up.
Alrighty.
There we go. Had to zoom out.
Fucking this goblin dude is gonna get himself
yeah.
killed.
Dude, this daylight
He
savings
nudges
time
me, and then Calden goes,
is effed up my.
Calden goes,
Oh my god.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. Normally, I'm the one who takes point here.
Yeah, but if one of us gets shot, I'd rather
I'll-
it be me, because I'll live through it.
He just looks at him and he goes, you know what? Take point.
I like
So-
him.
This
I'm
goblin
gonna
begins
watch
to-
this guy get massacred and go, told ya.
No, I want a little plush of him.
So he
Calden
walks
does
forward.
hang right behind him to make sure he does not get
He is
hurt.
marching confidently, not stealthing at all, as he makes his way around the bends. Also, it is dark in here.
Can I roll for stealth?
Certainly. I don't know why Calden has light source.
Oh, can I light a torch? I didn't know it was
Oh.
dark in here.
Certainly. I forgot that you still had the torch from earlier. I'm like, that's not allowed.
Knowing it's gonna be dark, just
I didn't
Well,
realize
if
I
I
have
may, I
disadvantage,
can-
but
Oh yeah. perfect.
14. So pretty
So-
good.
Some of us move stealthily, some of us moving like Giyuk. Just
I want to keep
slap,
an
slap
eye
feet
out
on
for
the floor.
traps.
With your passive perception, you should be fine, but if you want to roll an active perception, go right ahead.
Nope. I would like to keep my 22. Thank you.
Well, now that you're concerned about it, make an active perception check.
No.
I'll- I'll make one as well. God damn it.
Perception.
We're doing perception. What the fuck?
Hey, I got a 15.
19. Nice. Ooh, fire with the 23. Being like, yeah, bro.
23, baby!
Jasper, is this related to like sight or smell or hearing?
Sight.
Shit. No advantage then.
Why?
No.
Why? Why?
He gets a 23. He can see
That was
everything.
with disadvantage.
It's okay. It's okay. He's lives.
I'll say
on through
disadvantage.
life.
You had got a crit in the other one.
All right, Jasper.
All right.
Jasper,
I'm
you're
gonna
moving
try for
him.
this shit.
You're moving him too fast, and people aren't moving up their models.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Merrick, Farah?
All right. I'm like really my brain's kind of zoned because I'm this
Daylight savings time.
effed up my
Kinda.
time. I am never this tired at this time of night.
Oh wait, are we gaining an hour or losing an hour?
We
what?
gained an hour last night.
Oh, cool.
Yuck,
Yeah.
slow down.
Remember, Arizona doesn't do that.
No, it does not. It's
Yeah,
really.
yeah,
I'm
funny
still
enough.
mad over it. I'm like, why the
Arizona
fuck-
is actually the only state that doesn't do it.
Yeah, I know. I learned that once I moved out of there, and I was like, what the fuck is this bullshit? Why y'all fucking with time? Leave it
I
alone.
learned,
It
I
didn't
learned
do
that from my
anything to you.
work.
Jasper, can you just move all of us to make things simpler
Certainly.
and stop us when something interesting happens?
I am happy with moving my token.
So, as you all begin to like move
it's just
through
easier to
this
move.
dungeon,
yeah. No, I'm just like, I have
with your
control.
lit alongst torchlight are these sort of embedded wall carvings that seems to tell some sort of narrative about a race of individuals. Of course, all of the writing is in ancient tongue, so it's a bit
It's-
indecipherable.
But
It's
it's,
not-
it's ancient, so it's not like undercommon or anything.
It is, for those of you who know magic lore, it is ancient core tongue.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Just ain't gonna ask.
Is
I'm not from Zendikar.
is it defined what alphabet the core use?
I don't think so.
No, which is why I'm leaving it undefined.
Theren's
There.
taking furious notes as she analyzes everything.
So it seems to tell the tale of this, based on just pictures alone. Those of you who are like interested can roll an insight.
Sure. Why not?
I have a 0. That sounds about right.
That's a 26.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Kobe. I'll take a 15.
So,
Calden's
Calden,
like,
you're just kind of you're kind of
"Oh,
babysitting.
pictures." Yeah, because
You're-
Gaiok's moving way too fast for my liking.
He's moving at the normal full dash movement speed, and you're just kind of like making sure he doesn't fall into like a pit trap or anything. But after you all analyzing this narrative, you come to this fork. The story that seems to be told is this story of core and this race of ancient individuals versus what can only be defined as the earth itself. As this battle between elementals and men. And this tapestry continues to go on. It tells of losses and champions, and then you see this symbol of this one individual holding this stone above his head, and this stone seems to shoot beams of light that eradicate these elementals, leaving only these people sort of like in this radiant light.
Jasper, I want something to
in
be clear.
supremacy.
Our boss fight better not be Nahiri.
Jace, Nahiri, and Nissa took the back entrance.
Could you imagine that free-for-all
Spider-Man
melee
pointing.
battle?
Wait,
Honestly, have you seen that one scene where Goku fights Cell and everyone's like, he's so fast?
Wait, I have a question.
Yes.
I just realized something. This plane that we're on right now that we're traveling around, is it the same that like one animated video was where like the girl and like I guess her sister and like her sister's boyfriend or whatever were going places and they turned one to stone and dropped him? And like she was all fiery or earthy?
Yes, that it is very similar to the Zendikar Rising promotional video.
Okay. Thank you.
Available on Magic the Gathering's YouTube channel.
I like
Link in bio.
how the way she described it made it sound like a comedy. Oh, I'm sorry,
No,
like a drama.
I was trying not to make it sound like
No. I said the wrong word. I meant dramedy, where like, oh, it's this really dramatic thing, but it's probably got a funny moment or two. Where no, that was just straight up an adventuring party, and Nahiri straight up kills that woman at the end of it. She pushes
yeah,
her
she does.
off a skyclave.
Yep. She literally makes her body freeze and everything, and
Yeah, and drops it. That's what I thought. Turned into stone, frozen. That was the mind association.
Gyuk kind of like takes a look left, takes a look right, turns right.
No. First rule of Gromby.
He is not
First-
out of arm's reach.
the first rule of Gromby, and you have forced break the party. Don't talk to me about that shit.
And,
First rule of-
as he's turning the corner, can I try to use my staff because it's essentially a giant fucking hook and just loop it around the back of him? And like Comedy Central, like yank him off the stage.
Give me a strength check.
Oh god. That is not what I was hoping for, please. I have a strength of 0. That 5.
You kind of try to like yank him, and then you just kind of like get dragged. It's just kind of like.
Oh god, please tell me I get dragged around the corner with him, just yoinked.
Yuck, hold on. I would like to take a survival check.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna look for tracks to see which way is traveled more often.
Oh, Bill, you might want to actually. Why don't let me do that?
I mean,
Yeah, more than one person can roll it.
yeah.
All right. No,
Not me, I'm distracted.
hang on. This is not smell, or this is just.
Am I looking at the
17.
ground and seeing spider webbing, DM?
Yes, there just seems to be spider webbing all.
I
over.
like tighten my grip
It's
and I'm like,
dusty.
Gayuk, hold on. There may be giant spiders here.
God.
Oh god.
Yeah, come on.
PTSD. She's probably saw one of her
Oh,
cousins
no.
get eaten by a giant spider.
Hey,
With your survival checks, Merrick, you notice that the left way seems to be more traveled in the opposite direction of which you're coming.
Okay. Give me one.
So people have left from that direction.
Right here. Okay. No, just get the advantage on heightened senses. Perception. Yep, that's fine. Alright, so yeah, Merrick will point out, like, seems the left is the more traveled world. Oh, route, not world. Sorry.
now hold on. So the way you described it, the tracks here seeing comes from the left are coming towards us.
Yes.
So people are exiting from that direction.
So maybe to
Yes.
right then. Okay.
I mean, I leave it up to the party.
I leave it up to Gyuk.
Gyuk.
Why?
You say good. and you're traveling, and I understand that, and there may be something big and fun to fight here. But if you don't walk out of this alive, is it really worth it? I'm speaking to him as like a warrior.
Then it will be a glorious death.
That's not how that works. God, he's just mono red, isn't he?
He's absolutely suicide. He got a death wish. He gonna die.
I know exactly the kind of.
He's got red in his color identity.
Yeah.
No shit.
Oh, he's fucking Gruul. He's either Gruul or Rakdos.
Yeah, actually,
Sounds more Gruul than
Jasper,
Rakdos.
now that we're inside, how do Farah and I feel?
There's definitely a sense here, whether that's just because of how dry it is, the acrid atmosphere seems to kind of sort of open up your senses in a weird way, or like disturb them with all of this sort of dust that has been laid here over the millennia.
Oh, I
But
more so
something-
meant
something
mana-wise.
feels off here.
Something feels off about the mana here.
Like there's a pulse, but can't quite tell from where it's coming from. It's like a boom, 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 boom.
Insight check?
It would be Arcana would be the applicable stat here.
Well,
I mean, I'll roll it, but... Hey!
I mean, there you go.
Hey, lady!
Wherever this pulse is coming from, you get the sense that it's definitely... it might be what you're looking for.
Calden for the first time ever, you guys see him, like, concentrate on something.
You kind of like touch the wall and you...
And Calden's heart starts to, like, glow white. Because at heart, he is a white planeswalker. He just
definitely
has...
this sort of white source of mana.
Do I
that-
feel it's below us, or it's, like, in the center of this place?
It feels like it's farther in. Although you can't quite tell where it's coming from. You just know that you haven't reached it.
Whatever we're looking for, it is around here. I can sense it. And because he knows that Farah's got the ideologies of law, he would say, Farah, do you feel that as well?
I don't know, do I?
You get like a tingle. With your newness as a planeswalker, there is less definition in how the magic of the multiverse feels to you. It's at this point, it's simply just a tingle.
Calden would look at
presence.
Merrick. Calden would look at Merrick and Seren and say, how the hell do you describe sense and mana? Calden's about to drop a life lesson.
So you know that feeling you get, depending on the type of magic, it does feel different. White mana, for some reason, feels like you're not alone.
Colden, like, will start writing on the wall as, like, he's teaching a lesson. I sit down, writing notes.
It feels like there's a presence, a will.
That's called sense and mana. He psychic links with you and he says, our people, i.e. planeswalkers. And then he continues, he says, we can feel it deep down. If you concentrate, you can sense it within the very soul you're being. For example,
Can Farah try to concentrate?
Calden like shows his colors, and he says, for example, and when he lights up, you can see that like he actually he says, I actually share something with each of you, which is probably why I feel so close to all three of you.
Can Farah try to
Give me
concentrate?
an Arcana
Is
check
that
with
a thing?
advantage.
What?
Give me an Arcana check with advantage.
Hey, Calden's a good teacher.
So you kind of focus out for a moment as Seren is slowly dragged away by Gyuk.
Calden starts assisting and pulling both of them back.
No. You guys are busy doing your own thing. Let it happen. Let it happen.
No. America,
Suffers in silence.
No. She's mine. She's mine. Back off.
You kind of like close your eyes, Farah, and you feel out, and you focus in. And at first, it's like this sort of ripple in a lake, and then as you sort of feel out farther, it's more like a echo in a cavern, as it's this sort of pulsing energy that reverberates in cycles.
Hmm.
To describe the feeling of it, it feels like there's a presence or a willpower that is not necessarily sentient, but aware.
That is how we get our strength. That's what makes us different from other people.
Okay.
Good lord.
I'm not many of words right now because I'm just trying to like take it all in.
So, yeah, you would see that Calden lights up white, red, and green. And then when Calden would point out, he says, I share this part of me, which is like the right side of his body. I share that with Saren. And he points to his middle, and that's red. And he says, I share this with Medic. And then over his heart, like which would be the core of Calden as a character, is white. And he goes, I share that with you.
Hey.
The heart of the card.
It's more so of like the reason why I say Calden is mainly a white, like Calden's colors in order of importance to his character would be white, red, green, because he is a lawful person at his core, and then after that he's always okay with his emotions taking control of him and knowing what he's searching for. But green is him understanding that everything has nature and a way of the world, and wants that to be okay. And he believes in balance and fairness.
Love it.
He says, you'll discover more about yourself as we go on, but can't believe none of us touched on that. Saren would probably be better.
Seren
Give me
is...
back my druid!
Merrick, give me a strength check.
Also, while I'm being pulled, I want to instacast detect traps.
You took detect traps?
Yeah, we're going into
Find
some kind
traps?
of weird ass. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Oh, fucking hell. That's a 19.
So you kind of like grab onto onto Giuk as well, and you kind of like sort of like pulling on the Cade, and he's in place for now.
Merrick he grabs him by the full face. He's like, no. Slow down.
I thought we were exploring.
Yeah,
Wait,
but
my
you
alignment- my
want to get yourself
alignment-
killed, not
My
us.
alignment is red, white, black, right?
Oop.
Yes.
Nope. I forgot to change that.
Yeah.
That's it. My alignment is red, black, blue.
Yeah, you never changed it, but I
Oh,
just
I forgot.
changed
I'm
it.
the only one I'm the only member that's 2 colors, aren't I?
The rest of us are
This
3, yes.
monocolored
Yeah,
I took
motherfucker.
a color
Right.
test and it came at that. I'm like, I'm sticking with that.
Yeah.
Seren is a simple person, which is why she can kind of understand this creature. She's
So-
like, you're simple, like I am.
You prepare to cast Find Traps once your friend calms down. And as soon as like the rest of you kind of like start moving around, he calms down and is like, fine. But we're going this way.
You don't want to die to a spear in the face from a wall, do ya?
Does my fire
Merrick just looks at the corner and was like, I don't think he gives a shit if he dies.
120 feet?
Yeah, 120 feet from right here.
Fucking hell.
Oh, Jesus. Let me zoom the frick out.
It's
What's the duration of the spell?
instantaneous.
Yeah, it's an instantaneous spell. I don't.
You
think...
detect no traps within 120 feet.
All right, we should be fine for at least within 120 feet.
Were the core temples really known for traps, though?
She doesn't know. All she knows is temple.
Out of
Out of
character.
magic?
Okay.
I don't
But
think
she
they were.
points. She points to the old spider webbing. But though we may not have, there may not be physical traps. We have to be careful of monsters that may lurk here. If it's anything like the mountains, watch the ceilings and the corners.
So
Not bad.
out of character, no. What they were known for were their guardians.
That's what it was.
I.e., there's usually some big fucking creatures that guard this place.
So eventually, the lot of you come to a door.
A door?
It's a door.
What kind of door?
It seems to be something that has a. It seems to be one that's similar to the one outside, although this one doesn't seem to have that same sort of interlocking pattern on it. And it has a handle in the center of it.
In the center of it?
Yes.
And I didn't detect traps from this one. And if I didn't detect traps from this guy.
I will tell you that when you casted it, you were too far away.
Okay. We'll take like a. Is it okay if we take like a 3-minute break while Farrah goes away to pee? Because literally, I was just about to ask her to make a check to see if she can find a trap on it, if she'd be so kind.
Yeah, let's.
All right, everyone, 15-minute break before we get to the second puzzle. You guys solved the first.
Okay.
So, Farrah, would you like to try a Thieves' Tools check on this door? It does have a handle.
Yes, absolutely.
Give me a Thieves' Tools check.
Oh, okay. Okay. Hold on.
So you
That
approach
was
the
a
door,
1.
and with your
And she
with
rolled an
your
11.
astute, you go to try your Thieves' Tools. You're like, ah, shoot, this one doesn't have any holes either. But then you're just kind of like, you try the doorknob, and as
And
you
it
twist
opened.
it, the sort of interlocking pieces sort of kind of like unfold from each other, and the door falls loose.
She failed forward, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
I mean, like, what rogue wouldn't first try the door?
that's true.
So
fair
what
enough.
Can't believe I
sees
rolled
before
a
you
1 and still got
is
an
a
11.
room littered with symbols.
Are you moving us in
Okay.
there, or should we move ourselves?
Go ahead. At this point, you're gonna have to move yourself.
Arcane, can I do an Arcana check?
Sure.
I stand as.
And let me describe the room first.
Oh, okay.
The floor seems to be littered with pressure plates and symbolic tiles.
Oh, God
well,
damn it.
Not a
Frick.
puzzle.
This is the second puzzle.
I stopped Gyuk from moving forward.
You kind of put your hand out.
Preservation of life.
It's not that hard. Just
We
look-
don't know what any of them mean. Can you read whatever the language this is?
No, but I can try one.
Give
No
us
harm
a
in worrying if I don't screw it up.
He is Rakdos. 100%.
I will also take a knowledge arcana, even though I'm not proficient in it. Hiya!
Can't hurt. I'm going to do
So
the
you
thing.
detect the symbols
Bah.
here. Some of them are very similar to the ones you've seen on the wall carvings
23, I'll take it.
that you followed you on your way in here.
Ah,
So it's definitely some sort of language. And Merrick, you kind of notice there's a sort of repetition to them. But you're not sure what this pattern means.
Okay. So repetition to them. All right. And so there are pressure plates and there's symbols on said plates. Did I hear that right?
Yes. There are about 4 different symbols. A symbol that looks like a fork, 3 prongs, and then a stem down the bottom.
So we can
A
try.
sym-
that's a
trident. A symbol that looks like a very deflated greater than sign.
Okay.
Like a swoop that
Yeah,
goes
yeah.
to a point.
Okay.
A single line with a slash above it.
Okay.
And then in one that looks like a downward arc with arrows pointing in at the corners.
All right. But I see you're writing. It looks like sounds like you're writing this down, or it looks like it. I should say.
So, okay, I did not get the third symbol. So trident, deflated greater than sign. Which, can you describe that a little bit more?
Think of it like 2 points that kind of swoosh to a single point.
Got it. So, okay. So kind of like a sideways Y?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so sideways Y, trident. The last one you described, I took that as a Pac-Man ghost.
Waka waka.
Sort of.
An arch with arrows pointing inward on each other.
Yes.
And then
Think
what was
of
the
like inverted devil horns on like a stick figure.
inverted devil horns on a stick?
They look at
figure.
devil horns point out, these
Oh.
point in.
Okay, perfect. Got it. Okay. So then what was the third symbol?
The third symbol was a line, like an eye, with a slash above it and a diagonal downwards.
They look something like this.
Oh yeah, that pretty much.
Perfect. Cool. All right. So we've got the trident. We've got the sorry, puzzles are my thing. I apologize. But puzzles are Will Coyle's thing.
Yes, we
So
know. He's
we
he's
do
an
have-
escape room enthusiast. So.
we do have something that I can say here. We've got the trident with the stem coming down. So we do have a 1, 2, 3, 4 pattern. Which is 1 point, 2 points, 3 points, 4 points.
So you think perhaps we should go from try tracking it that way? If I'm looking around the room, can I see like a path through all of them where that may be applicable? Applicable?
Give me a perception check.
Can I also give a perception check?
Sure.
Because I'm proficient.
Hyper proficient.
Oh, well, yeah. She's like, oh.
Hey!
Oh.
Farah, Soren, with your 23 and 24.
24.
As Colden and Merrick kind of just like analyze the room, they're like, that's a lot of symbols.
Soren has like a big paper on the ground, and she has a pen and a quill, and she gave it to Farah as well. And she and her working together, trying to trace and find a way at anything that matches.
I would like both of you to pick a number between 1 and 100.
Okay, got it.
All right, say it.
64.
I'm going to do 96.
Farah, what was your number?
64.
All right. So you both find what seems to be a sort of repeating path sort of symbol on the ground, and you both sort of take a step. Seren, you on the trident, and then Farah, you on the sideways greater than sign. And I need both of you to make dexterity checks.
19.
She rolled a 12, I got a 19.
Save or
Dexterity save,
check?
my bad.
Oh, I did the save.
Yeah, you knew what I meant. Thank you. Farah,
13.
you hear the pressure plate depress, and before anything can happen, you leap back, and a spike juts up from the center of the platform. Seren, unfortunately, you're not so lucky. You barely dodge it, but you're gonna take half this damage.
Rip.
It's always me.
Okay.
Seren, you're going to take 4 piercing damage as it kind of like slashes part of your ankle and part of your face.
Okay.
Ow.
DM, can you give me control of my green circle again, please?
Green circle.
I can't do the subtraction for my 39.
I thought I fixed this.
No, you fixed it on my other character sheet that I was complaining about.
Fixed it on everybody.
All right.
I could have sworn I
That'd be
fixed it on
33.
everybody.
That
There we go. Thank you.
okay. So that happens. Calden.
-4?
-4.
33.
Ow. Okay, so cool. So now she has a cool gnarly scar going up her cheek.
Not a gnarly scar, something that will shallow enough that it'll heal, but like
Cool. Hell yeah.
fast enough that it kind of drew blood.
Like,
Calden offers a suggestion.
Not the trident, not the greater than sign.
Okay.
so either way, the 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 4, 3, 2, 1, both of those look like they're not working because they're not starting off correctly.
Calden summons his echo on the plate that is the ghost with the devil horns thing.
The echo lands and produces its weight. And which spot would you like to put the echo on?
Whatever spot would have one of those symbols.
Yeah, because we can't see the symbols on the
Yeah.
floor at all, so it's blank for us.
It certainly does not matter. You place the echo down, and as soon as it applies its weights to this plate, it deconjures as a spike slices through the middle of it.
I mean, it can make a save.
It will either take no.
Okay. All right, that happens. So Trident didn't work. Ghost Horns, Devil Things didn't work. Greater Than didn't work. So Calden summons his echo on the eye with a slash above it.
So you summon your symbol on an eye, and the echo stands firm.
Okay.
So there's a pattern.
We got one thing. So I then lift him up.
All right.
When he lifts up, does the plate stay lit?
The plate does not stay depressed when he lifts up.
Shit.
Okay, so
Oh, okay.
no, so,
Okay. Wait, I got it. So then I will swap places with the echo.
And you find yourself in the middle of the room.
Question. Where are we going? Is there a door or something on the other side? Where
Now
are
that
we
I'm closer,
going?
can I see if there's a door over here? I do see a
You
like a
see
hallway.
what might be a hallway this way, yes. But you can't see it far past your torchlight at that point.
Do I think if placing my echo on the next plate of what I believe the okay, so by the way,
The next nearest eye plate would be here directly in front of you.
Okay.
Well,
so do I get the sense, and I ask the party this, Calden says, do I think if I fail at all, I'm gonna be hit by these spikes?
it's definitely a possibility. How about? I mean, I'm quick enough. I feel like I could dodge it, and we obviously seen Farah be able to dodge something pretty fast.
Yeah.
I'd be more than willing to step on the plate that you're on and take that risk. We need to find it seems you're onto something. There's a pattern, but we need to be able to figure it out, and there's going to be risks.
Okay, Calden swaps back with his echo. Oh,
Alright.
no. Okay. So Calden...
So what I'm thinking is either my suggestion is this: let Merrick or Farah, because you know they're both quick enough and like nimble enough, they could probably potentially dodge it, take maybe minimal damage. If any board, they may be able to dodge it all. That's my suggestion.
Okay, so then you want me in the middle of the room, because then my echo can hit a plate.
Right. So like that way, like you can move if the echo sets off a trap and it triggers on the one that like me or Farah are standing on.
So what is the
We
closest...
Realistically, should be able to dodge it.
Okay, so then the next one I'm coming up with is, if I'm doing this correctly, it should be the eye pattern, the eye with the slash above it.
Yes.
So...
Bro, that's the one you stepped on originally, because we checked the other three.
No.
didn't we?
I stepped on the devil horns.
Devil horns. Okay. And that's
Devil
the
horns
one
is the correct first one. I believe it goes the devil horns, the slash, the greater than, the trident, because I'm
Okay.
going of 1 point, 2 points, 3 points, 4 points. It's
Yeah,
not a great
perfect.
system. This is Will's line of thinking, and Calden simplistic enough to think this. Is there an eye symbol, the eye with the slash above it, close enough to us that one of the other party members can touch it?
The nearest one would be here.
Okay.
Where?
It's right next to Seren. Right next to Seren and right in front of Gyuk.
Give me a second. My roll 20 is lagging. I'm gonna refresh.
I lagged there for a second too.
I'm gonna refresh mine. Like my screen is just not responding. Oh, not again. All right. It was random. We're gonna close out everything, and I'll be RB.
Yep, roll 20's lagging for me too, real hard.
Not again.
Calden, do you intentionally move yourself?
No, I was just trying to see what's going on because it's lagging super hard.
Oof. I'm sorry.
I am going to... Is it lagging for anybody else?
Not that I know of.
The site boots up real quick, so it might have just been a momentary lag. I'm loading back into the campaign now.
Welcome back.
Yeah, like I'm loading up
I
real
am
quick. It's
also
just
gonna... I'm also gonna refresh.
my server lag is just ridiculous.
Would you like? Should all of us refresh or no?
No, I think
I'm just peachy.
I myself was just experiencing lag, so
Hell yeah.
that's why I did it.
Hey, there we go.
Started doing video, you guys, because like imagine trying to explain this just over voice.
No, it wouldn't be that hard.
Okay, so from what I'm to judge, red represents
the
There we go. Oh my
symbol that
god.
Seren stepped on, the greater than sign.
got it. So that's red. Blue represents, I assume, the trident.
No, that is the eye.
Blue is the eye. Okay. What is the trident?
Trident is blue. Well, the trident is orange.
Orange. Okay. And then the devil horn symbol is which color?
Red. I haven't laid that color yet.
Okay.
Actually, I don't even need to. The negative spaces are devil horns.
Negative spaces are devil horns. Okay, so then I will just put that. So
Yeah,
with him,
I refreshed roll 20 and I see everything now.
So with the, well, hold on. The echo's on the eye with the dash,
Yes. That's blue.
because the eye with the dash. The last time I put him on there, he failed.
No, you did the inverted horns one.
Yeah, I asked if that was blue, and you said
Oh, I'm sorry, I misunderstood. The eye is blue. The negative spaces are the inverted horns. My bad.
okay. So he's actually on the eye with the slash.
Yes.
Okay, because that changes the solution to the puzzle. So then
Puzzles, cause fuck.
okay, so then I move. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna swap places with my echo again,
All right.
mainly because I just want to get a better idea of colors that we're looking at. I'm trying to see if there's any connecting paths. Oh my fucking god. Jasper, am I seeing this whole light up? Am I seeing everything that I'm seeing on screen?
Yes. From the center of the room, you pretty much can see everything.
Okay, Calden swaps places with his echo again,
All right.
and he tells it to move one step forward. Right to
In
here.
which direction?
Up.
Safe.
Okay, there is a path that goes from here. It goes here, and then it goes out to here, and then up to there. So what I do is I will swap places with my echo one more time. But it won't matter, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to summon him on the space in front of me.
All right.
And then I'm going to walk him over to here.
Safe.
There is a path. Follow the blue circles. Follow the blue circles starting from where Seren's standing.
So right here.
Hey
Yes.
guys, my computer has gone black.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I'll put a pause real quick. I'm gonna do a forced restart real quick.
All right.
It's sick.
I'm pausing the recording.
I was like, I played.
All right, so Jasper, I'm going to just cut through this for the sake of it. With Calden's position, he sees a path of the blue circles, of the eye symbols. I walk
And you
my...
wind up here.
Cool. All right, so Calden goes back to the beginning with his echo to lead the group through. And he says, just walk in straight lines directly where I am. And then he would take them those ways, and then we'd wind up at the end. So realistically, the solution to this puzzle was somebody had to get to the middle of the room.
Find the true path.
Got it.
Value.
Because mathematically, the center of the room is here.
Yes. So yeah, that's why I used my echo, because I was like, oh, if I can get my echo out in the middle, I can at least get out there and see something because I got a torch.
But
So
did
then-
you immediately get to the next door?
I look at Farah and taking note of what she did to the last door. I try the knob.
The knob works, and you open into a next room.
Cool.
And it explodes and we get blasted onto all of the
Anyway, it
background.
started blasting.
We just get blasted in the middle of the room. All these spikes start shooting up.
It's that one suicide door from
He looks at Giuk, and Calden just says, "It just helps me get around." And then I will dismiss my echo. If you don't mind deleting him for me.
So you each come into this next room.
And there's a Hydra.
There is a long corridor. You see a door at both ends. You see 2 doors at the end.
Anything that would lead us to believe that only one of these doors is correct?
Nothing so far. They look identical from your current position.
Seren, we cannot see you on camera.
That's weird. Reconnect.
There
I
we
now
are.
see you on camera.
Oh yeah.
This room seems barren.
Barrett. Okay.
Although it does have more of those sort of illustrations of these ancient people.
Can I?
Yeah, Seren, what can you see? This is Will Coyle asking Danny Jimenez.
I can only see to like about here before 50 feet ahead of me before it gets completely dark.
Really? Do you not have dark vision?
60 feet.
Fucking.
Yeah, your torch kind of takes a light. So if I can go to the end of her dark vision, keeping an eye out for traps. Allow me to walk forward. Perhaps I could see more, peer into the darkness.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
I'm going to do a perception check because my DM told me to do a perception check.
The first time we
You
were
said
in
keeping
a
your senses open.
the first time we were in a dungeon, I was hoping I was going to be able to be level 7.
Nah, it's fine.
The Echo Avatar ability. Jesus Christ!
With a 16,
And you're on a 9.
No, it just like came flying in from the corner of the screen. Normally it like rolls
that
up from the
fucker.
bottom. This one was like, bah!
Yeah,
I
this game
always
was
like pull it out to the red. That way it flings very fast.
you kind of like keep your eye out, and as you get farther away from Calden's sort of source of light, you have trouble noticing that this sort of at the last second you notice this glint of wire across the floor, but not before you trigger it.
Ah, shit.
Can I disengage backwards?
You do disengage backwards, but as you do back up, you hear a ka-chunk from the back of the room,
What do we see?
and a hatch
I-
opens up.
I'm gonna say I fucked up.
At first, it's just a single beetle, like a cicada or something, and then another,
We're about to get mummied.
and then
It's a
another
scoot
one.
swarm!
Run!
Anyway, we start running.
So this scoot swarm starts emerging from the ground. From the
If
Time to
wall.
go.
Shit!
Time to go. Time
Don't
to go.
find any
Time to go,
lands.
time to
So
Honey, this
Yeah,
is
you
the time
might
to move
lose
your
character.
character.
turn, unsheath the swords and start grinning. And as you have the chance, as you pass by him,
just grab him and run.
you just kind of grab him. Who grabs him?
Ah, fuck no. He wants to die, be my guest.
Oh no.
I
Soren,
do.
Give me a strength check.
No, I
Soren,
grab
you're
him.
Calden, give me a strength check.
Colton.
This is not a worthy foe. Keep running.
Oh, it's in the center. I see.
Just a strength check.
Yes.
Can I assist him?
Yes.
Get advantage.
Oh.
So I assisted you.
Please roll higher. That is much
Much
higher.
better. Much higher.
And he is dragged along as you guys now have to pick a door.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. I'm going to detect magic for. As I'm running, I'm gonna detect magic for 10 minutes.
You ain't gonna be able to do.
You kind of like cast the spell
wait, can you?
immediately, and
Okay.
I
Okay.
as
my
this- you're casting the spell slot.
Yeah, I'm doing it at first level.
So you detect no magic in the radius.
Yeah, within 30 feet.
No,
Which
I'm not gonna.
so yeah, none of the doors are magically armed.
Jasper, I put an echo that hopefully the scoot swarms go onto.
So you know what happens when a wave hits the keel of a ship?
Yeah.
For a moment,
just-
the scoot swarm splashes off of the echo before it collapses and deconjures itself.
I don't have time. Just pick a door and go.
How many where are the doors? Because I don't see
This
them.
one and this one.
Okay, cool.
Well, go to the closest door.
Yeah, Soren's gonna run over
Left.
and just throw open the first door.
I guess, can I make an attack with the echo while it's there?
Oh yeah, sure. Make me an attack roll.
Just to try to get some stuff out of the way.
It's kind of too busy being overwhelmed as you open the door.
Second attack. Hey, it kills a couple scoots.
It kills a couple scoots, but
Again, I'm just trying to get the pressure off of us.
so what? You walk into this bare room.
Shut the door
And-
behind us.
You hear the sound of dozens upon dozens of insects.
The first rule of scoot swarms: there are always more scoot swarms.
He is. Oh. Fuck.
Well, we're in here.
So
I mean,
For
I'd
the
be
time
split,
being.
but they're assholes.
you see in this room, there seems to be what it can only be described as a single sort of switch in the middle of the room.
I still have detect magic up for 10 minutes.
I say that is sus as fuck.
You detect magic from this thing. It seems to be conjuration based, or I mean, still white aligned, but conjuration based.
The conjuration-based magic. If we pull it, we may. There's a chance we may summon something. Whether
Yeah,
it's
let's not do
a
that.
thing, or a door, or a portal, I'm not sure of.
Isn't conjuration usually a being? I'm not well versed in magic.
It could be at most times, but it could also be a door, or a portal, or some other being. But it could most likely be someone.
Jasper,
Yes.
I attempt to concentrate on that feeling I had before, and I called and asked if Farah can try to do the same.
So you reach out, still attuning to the same sense that you both are familiar with, and the item, whatever the source is, seems to be closer, much closer than it was before. But you think you're not sure from where. Down, you think? Straight down. Below you, somehow.
Calden would say out loud, I'm getting a sense of that thing right below us. I think we need to pull this switch.
Below us. If I press myself up against the ground, does my detect magic feel anything?
Not from this range, unfortunately.
It's a little, whatever this feeling is, it's farther than 30 feet below us. So if we do indeed want to go down, and if this does take us down, we have to be prepared.
So you all intend.
I
so
have a feeling this is
most of
gonna
you
summon
intend to
the
flip
elephant.
switch.
Yeah. I think that's a
before
consensus.
So you all you don't.
Before we actually pull it, perhaps we should do some investigation.
Giyuk flips the switch.
Oh my
God
god.
damn it, you
I told
chaotic
you
little
he-
shit.
Oh my god!
He's with those.
He's like a 3-year-old at Target!
Nah. And
Can I
this,
shove him to prevent him from flicking the switch?
He moves way too quickly.
Damn it.
As
Yuck!
the floor disappears beneath you, and you all begin to slide.
Oh, it's a slide. Oh, thank god. Just
No.
here.
Next thing you know, you all appear in this room.
Ah!
Merrick
Bones!
gets up and looks at Gyuk and he goes like, I swear to God, if you do that again, I'm killing you myself.
Did we all scream on our way down going, ah?
Giyuk was like, yeah!
So I was like, ah!
You all
Calden,
emerge.
Merrick's like, you little motherfucker.
Calden, I assume Calden walked down the slide. I just summoned my echo in front of me and just slammed into it. It was just like, thanks, buddy. And then just walk down with my echo in front of me.
So you all kind of stand up, dust yourselves off, say your discerning comments.
I I want.
something.
Oh, I want Calden to lower himself down with his echo and just be like, "I'm Mary Poppins, yo." Sorry.
As you kind of like get your sense of your surroundings, Gyuk points to the center of the room.
I swear to God, I'm going to kill Gyuk. I'm
as this
gonna
lump
kill him.
of he points to this lump of something
everywhere.
in the middle of the room.
So after I brush myself off, I want to make a connection with Jolly and be
Yeah.
like, how's it hanging?
Temperate for the time being. Although it is nightfall, and I do not know how long my sun will last.
Gotcha. We're
I
still
will
stuck
soon have
here.
to focus on other things. And do hear something in the distance. It may
Something in
require
the
my
distance.
attention.
Huh?
So,
What do you hear in the distance?
I'm not quite sure yet. I will
uh,
let you know if anything develops.
Merrick doesn't notice, but out of character, Zendikar, with the whole issue with Eldrazi, royals are still very much a thing, and they are uncontrollable. They appear at random, and they're
What
not
is
fun.
he pointing? What lump of something is he
I
pointing
also
at?
relate
It
to
seems
Jolly,
to be this
just
sort
kind
of
of like the summary of
slightly
like
translucent sort of thing. It's coiled like a snake almost. And
Uh-oh.
as you all begin this talking to each other, and you make noise, this thing seems to uncoil, and you see what seem to be arcs of light flicker within its flesh.
I summon my
And-
echo.
You are met with this thing.
I also wanted to relate
Roll
to Jolly.
initiative.
No, I also wanted to relate to Jolie that like about like what happened.
I don't
Is it
know
werewolf
if we'll have
time?
enough time with a
You say,
monster.
also we fell down a slide.
I'll let
This
you know
sort
if
of
we're close to. I'll
screeches
let you
out.
know
Werewolf time.
if we're close to getting out, and yeah.
She's like,
that's
I'll
it.
call you back.
I'll call you back. I gotta fight a thing.
I'll call you back, Jolly.
No, she just goes. She goes.
Stop scratching
Beam me
my
up. Beam me up. Beam me up. Beam me up.
Let's switch to something a little bit more combative.
Oh boy. Let's see.
Oh, let me
No.
click my token.
What
Ladies
the
and gents, I think it's werewolf
heck?
time.
Oh,
What
hell
the
yeah.
hell is this thing?
Yeah, it's werewolf
I
time.
want this.
I almost rolled a 1, y'all.
Yeah, you were close.
Did everyone roll?
So
no,
then-
my
Sorry,
friend.
I haven't. My cat is
fucking
doing
God.
a thing.
Oh my fuck.
What is Gyuk's dex modifier?
It's lower than yours.
Yeah, no. He's taking the backseat then.
I thought there was a natural 20 for
We're
a second.
both taking the backseat.
Like,
Fuck.
I love that you guys can see the dice rolls because you guys feel with me when I'm like, oh.
Oh,
So-
the
That's everyone
animated
rolled?
dice rolls are phenomenal.
Yeah,
I
they're
love
really
it.
So,
good. They're
for
always
the-
like, to get my heart beating. Even if I like know in the background the number has already been rolled and the dice are just moving, it still feels very good.
Oh, it's
For
cool.
the audience, we've got Serenin first with 19, Merrick with 16,
fuck. Me
Gyuk with
first?
16. The thing at 15.
The shithead.
Called it should be Farah at 11 and then Calden at 11.
All right. Seren, start us off. You have the first move, where this thing screeches out. You see lightning arcing from its mouth as it does.
Oh, come on.
Her fawn ears just kind of like go like down. And she's like, oh shit.
Oh,
She's
even
like,
Merrick
"Oh,
doesn't like it. Like, it's
Titans."
loud. It's like,
And
oh.
she's going to scuttle the fuck back. 5, 10.
Smart move.
Yeah, as whatchamacallit, let me see.
No, good move though. Get the fuck back up, because Merrick's going. Let's see.
Yeah.
10, 15, 20, 25.
Calden just
Oh,
Calden sees it uncoil and
perfect.
just goes, Marek, this is all you. I don't do snakes.
It's Calden basically looking at
got
Merrick.
Hands. It's more of like a
Is
salamander.
Calden looking at
Oh,
Merrick
it's
and
like
go
a
like,
salamander.
Oh, it's like a
Salamander.
salamander?
It's a
Oh.
salamander dinosaur.
It's got
with
arms.
tiny arms.
Oh, salamander? Oh, okay, I'm gonna tear this thing to fucking pieces.
It's
That
got
doesn't change
about,
anything.
like, it's got about like 5 pairs of legs.
I got a big head and tiny arms.
it's werewolf time.
Yeah, I'm going
It
to
is werewolf
scuttle
time.
the fuck back. So, whoops.
Whoop.
5, 10, 15, 20. And
She just
Surrender
backs up against the
about fucking-
wall.
I'm
Sorry,
like,
look It's like, fuck no.
she's like, fuck.
Seren's always so
Oh,
calm and
five,
serene.
right?
Seren's always so calm and serene, just like, yes, the world has not the. What the fuck is that thing?
She comes from the forest, so she knows stay calm. And when you see something much bigger than you, back up slowly and get the fuck out of there. That's
Seren's
how
like,
else do
oh,
you think
hell
you
no.
survive- How else do you think you survive Hydra? Is you get the fuck out of there. You don't approach that shit.
No,
unless
you
got, like, a
kill
pack of
those
hunters
bitches.
with
You burn them with fire.
Don't you cut off the head?
Yes,
No.
and burn them with fire.
Which
Yeah.
I'm
Guess
going
what? Guess what?
to-
Calden's never had.
Fire.
Yeah, exactly.
Guess what America has?
Fire. I'm aware.
Yes. We fight a Hydra, we're good.
So, anything else for your first turn, Seren?
I'm sorry. I'm just reading real fast how Wonder and Woe reacts. I think I got it. She's
Doing
going
this
to
now just
cast.
because.
She's going to cast at first level. She's going to cast Guiding Bolt.
For free?
I don't think I have Guiding Bolt for free anymore. Now my class has changed, right?
Your
Or
class
my-
is not changed.
I mean, not my class, my race. Was that my race feature, or was
No,
that?
that's
hey-
a
was
that's
a
the
class
class
feature.
feature for
That
Star
is-
Druid.
Yep, that is a
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm
specific
gonna
class.
do my free thingy-mabobber.
Gotcha.
I have enough range for it, right?
Yes, you do.
58
You got this.
First bolt. Don't know why I did it at advantage. I apologize. I'm
You
guessing a
fire the
9 did not
9,
hit.
and the light beam lights up the room for just an instant, but this thing slithers out of the way, its serpentine body winding around the bullet as it burns the back wall.
I hate snakes.
Merrick, your first turn.
Like I said, it's werewolf time, so here we go.
Oh, ow!
Marek, please kill it. I don't want to fight that.
Let
Merrick,
me
fetch.
also real quick D6 damage to myself. Fuck every time.
5 of it.
And yeah, here we go.
All right. Start hacking.
11 will not hit. I'm pretty sure.
First one doesn't hit. It seems to be still reacting to
That's my hit. That's
Seren's
23.
hit. And then you kind of just like bring your swords down the length of its body, slicing off a
Nope,
chunk of
claws,
flesh.
Claws.
Claws.
Wolf.
Claws, baby.
All right,
And
roll damage.
I'm doing final attack. I do 3 because I get bonus. Well,
The
16
third
hit.
attack will not hit.
Oh fuck.
That sucks.
Uh,
Hey,
well,
Mary.
So just,
One hit.
Wait, a 16 doesn't hit?
No.
Ooh,
Mhm.
okay. That's good to know, though. That's
9
good to know. It
damage.
has 17 or above.
9 damage.
Nice.
Not a fan. 5,
Oh,
10,
okay.
15, 20, 25.
Oh my god, this.
God, it's
If
Geok's
this little
turn.
fuck would have been, this little fuck would have betrayed us. I would have
I hope
turned
that
around and
he's
sliced his head
strong.
off.
I hope that he's strong. Please let his little goblin body be strong.
So he takes the advantage. He kind of like jumps off Merrick's shoulder and lands a stabbing critical hit.
Are you
For his
fucking
first
kidding
hit.
me?
Wait,
26.
really?
He rolled a crit.
He crit on his.
He's been so excited this entire time. He just wound the fuck
yeah,
up.
he's
He's gonna
like,
land
"Ah!"
both daggers in
Ready
this
to
thing,
go.
dealing damage twice. And he's going to 8 plus 7.
15.
Jesus.
He's kind of as he runs, he screeches, "Finally!" The creature before him is going to attack in response. It's going to try to bite Gyuk. It'll hit as Gyuk kind of just gets like lands in its jaws. Gyuk is now grappled.
I'm measuring for the wrong person.
Yeah, that's me.
That's gonna be damage.
But with your bonus action, you can get behind it to make a to get your advantage.
And then it'll, in turn, grant advantage to me.
Gyuk bites down. It bites down on Gyuk, and he just kind of like screams in this sort of rap. I would say you're not quite sure to tell what sort of scream it is. Farah, it's up on you.
Oh shit. Well, I'm gonna do the stabby stab.
Stabby stab.
So it would cost you your bonus action to get behind it, but you absolutely could.
Well, why can't I just stab from where I'm at?
Because then you won't have advantage.
Okay. Save advantage for later.
Well, your choice.
That's not how advantage works?
I meant like the other rounds of combat that I will do.
You do you.
She wants to deal 2 hits twice now
Well,
instead of
what we
hitting twice
threw
later.
out to you was just a suggestion. You do you.
Yeah, it's just a suggestion, because if you get your advantage, and you could get your sneak attack.
She'll have sneak attack from Merrick if she attacks at all.
Fair enough.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
do you
advantage
mean?
just gives her sneak attack as well. There are multiple sources.
Yeah, the advantage just makes it more easy. Because I'm going to go behind him by de-summoning my Echo and summoning it back up.
Can I just like move like here at first and then just move wherever?
It's
Sure.
completely up to you. I'm just making a suggestion.
You have another 5 feet of movement.
Well, I don't want to get right in front of that.
That was a good idea.
I will say this thing has 10 feet of range, so you wouldn't want to close here.
Yeah, I will. Yeah. Well, I
Make that
didn't
decision here.
even- Where? Is here okay?
Yes.
Okay.
It is not quite in its threatened range yet.
Okay, yeah, we'll do the stabby poo.
Can she telekinetic push this thing? Or is it too
Um,
big? I don't know how telekinetic push works.
Is the stipulation one large or smaller, or is it huge or smaller? Because this is a huge creature.
Oh, it is. Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, but it's my strength against his strength? No. No.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
What'll it be, Farah?
I was just asking out of curiosity.
Yeah. We're gonna do my try. What I do best, baby.
23 will hit.
Okay.
Does a 23 hit? No. But it hit before. No.
It cast Harden with its second attack.
I don't get sneak, do I?
You do, because there
No,
are
you will
allies
get
within 5
sneak.
feet of it.
Oh, I didn't check it.
There's a Gyuk in the mouth and a Merrick at the tail.
Now roll your damage. Please murder
Let's
this
roll some damage. Ba, 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 ba.
thing.
1-2-1.
Yikes.
Jesus.
Not bad, kiddo.
And we're gonna do my off soul knife.
A 19 will also hit. See, you just gotta be like Farah.
Do
not
I
that hard
get,
to hit
I
that
don't
thing.
get sneak attack for my off
You
soul
do
knife,
not.
right? Okay.
It is once per round.
8.
Hey, but 8 damage ain't bad either.
So 21 plus 8 is what?
That's
29.
29 damage.
What?
DM, I have a question.
Yes.
I don't mean to. I'm
sneak
so
attack
sorry.
is
I don't mean to fuck
disgusting
us
for
all
rogues.
over. Are we fighting in the dark right now, or is there light in the room?
Given Calden,
Yeah.
you're fine for now.
I have a torch.
Oh, okay, cool. I wasn't
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
if you were allowed to use sword and shield and a torch at the same time.
I cleared that with him last session, so I am good to go.
Oh, thank God, because I was like, oh
Yes,
my God,
no.
are we fight? I need to figure out if I need to like do some kind of spell to light up the room.
No, we're all peachy.
I will say you
But
can't
that-
wield a weapon and a shield in the same one, but a torch is fine.
Okay, cool. Thank God.
However, if Calden gets eaten.
Which
I don't
can be a
plan on it.
possibility.
I mean, we all plan on not getting eaten by the giant lizard monster, but Gyuk obviously didn't get the memo.
Honey, is that the rest of your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
But Calden, show him what for.
I'll move myself there. I de-summon and resummon the Echo to be there. And, yeah, I'm gonna make 3 attacks? I have advantage, correct?
Yes, the Echo has advantage. You currently do not, because you're not
Cool.
in the melee range.
I am gonna make... I'll do 3 attacks. I'll do an Unleash Incarnation from the Echo's position. So
Alright.
I'll make 3 swings.
19 will hit.
Okay.
23
no,
will hit.
I have an advantage. Okay, so 23.
18 will hit.
Come on, crit.
17 will hit.
Okay.
Nice. Okay, so we know the AC.
Okay, so I just missed on my
8.
third attack.
Yeah.
4.
12 total.
4.
16 total.
16.
All right.
Not
Come
Come on,
bad.
you gotta be like Farah.
What do you mean?
Farah dealt 29 damage, you dealing 16.
Hey, Calden is a tank. And I'm keeping my people safe. That's what I do.
Anything else, Calden?
I go, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it.
You just point Star Platinum. That's essentially what you did. You walked within 10 feet and you pointed. And then your echo
Really?
started slashing.
Well,
Seren,
so
we're back
real-
at the top of the order.
Right.
At you.
I'm going to dome
Fuck his day up.
I'm going to dome my
Excuse me, I'm so
archer
sorry.
starry form.
Ew.
Okay, laser time.
So I'm gonna and yeah, I'm just gonna fucking starbolt the shit out of them.
So anyway, I just started chucking radiance.
All right. You enter your starry form.
Oh no.
Not hit. That does not.
And that
hit.
does not hit. It's too busy wrestling Gyuk down the throat.
I am.
Is it actually trying to eat
Very-
him?
Yes.
It did bite him, and he is a small creature.
Oh, it's trying to eat him. Okay.
He's a bit crunchy because he's wearing a tin can.
He's like Okay. I don't think I can't fire again as a bonus action, right?
I don't believe you can, no.
Yeah, I don't think I can. It's been a while since I've been starry form. Yeah, that's my turn then.
Merrick.
All right, rawr, bitch.
So anyway, I just started
First one.
biting.
That'll hit.
21 will hit.
Nice.
That'll hit.
20 will
Nice.
hit.
That'll hit.
19 will
Hey!
hit. Damage 3 times. Let's go.
Can we talk about 21,
8.
2019? That was like a nice, like, ooh,
That's 10. So that's
Nice.
18.
nice.
Oh god. 33.
33 damage.
8, 15,
Damn, Farrah, learn how to Merrick.
22, 25.
She
33,
made me
yes.
rogue, but he's a
To be
werewolf.
fair, he had an extra attack.
That's fair.
So
To be fair,
Have
he
we-
adds fire to every single attack he makes.
yeah.
Is he?
Because
He's
I'm fire
rolling.
resistant.
He's
I'm
rolling how many d6s?
2.
66s in total for
He
those
rolled
3 attacks.
66 compared to Farah's.
4d6 and
3
my
plus
3d8.
Oh,
Would this be
okay.
enough damage to get him to drop Gayuk?
On Gyuk. Oh, is that it for your turn, Merrick?
Yes, that's it. That's all I got.
Uh,
Because my
on
third attack
Gyuk's
is my
turn,
bonus.
Gyuk is like is too busy getting swallowed, and then he rages. And as he
He's a
does,
Barbarian.
you hear,
I
you
love
hear, that is it! As he begins to grow in size
it.
and transform into Gyuk with an exclamation point.
Oh
He's
my
going to make
God.
his weapons have grown with him, his armor has grown with him. He now makes 2 great sword attacks.
Damn, Gayuk, what you
What
doing
the
later?
hell class is he?
Damn. What you doing later?
So he'll hit once,
Seren.
and then I'll hit
Lord,
again.
I'm sure.
Gyuk telling ladies, I'm a grower. He's being serious.
He's gonna deal 16 damage on the first hit, and then he's gonna miss the second hit.
Can I use my reaction? What did he roll?
He rolled a 24 hit on the first hit, and then he rolled a 15 hit on the second hit.
Shouldn't he be
um,
shouldn't he be like here?
He moved slightly so he could be like on parallel.
So,
Oh, wait,
I just
am
noticed my
much more
previous
than-
rolls.
Oh, I didn't see this. DM, on my turn, could I have gotten closer? I didn't realize I had to be within 30 feet to use my Cosmic Omen.
Sure.
Thank you, I didn't know that. I won't make that mistake again. I want to still just be able to be 30 feet within all of them.
You're good right there.
Yeah.
You cannot reach my echo.
Okay, that's
But-
perfect. Yeah, and
How dare
I'm
you.
going to give,
Oh, that's funny
I'm
as
going
hell.
to Cosmic Omen, and I'm going to wheel. Whenever, let me do it. Let me just post
He is
it.
technically stylized after the barbarian archetype, Battle Rager.
Whenever a creature within 30 feet of me is about to make an attack roll or saving throw or an ability, I can use my reaction to roll a d6 and add that number onto the total. So I'm gonna roll a d6. and
Okay, you
give
should have
that
done
to his-
you should have done this earlier on in the session, but that's fine. We did not know.
All right, roll the d6.
Oop.
So he adds this to the roll.
So
You'll
she
hit
got
the
it.
second attack, dealing 11 more damage.
Yay.
I only get 3 of them, so I have to be careful.
That's a total of 27 from him.
Nice.
It's gonna go Let's see. Does it have a size constraint on how big of a creature it can? No, but
Is it gonna try?
Is
No,
it
I think it's
really
coming
gonna
from
get
me.
mad?
it's going to turn and exhale in this direction.
Oh no.
No, I made a mistake.
Calden and Farah, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as it lurches out a beam of lightning at you.
Oh God!
I just see it look at me, lightning start charging, go, God damn it.
She rolled a 9 and got a 16.
16.
Gordon's getting hit.
Oh, buddy.
There's nothing. Oh yeah, and I already used her Glory.
You already see the reaction.
Yep, and there's no way even a 6 could save you.
No.
No, not at
Calden,
all.
what's your life at?
64.
All right, so you will take 40 lightning damage. So Farah, you will take 20.
Well, wait, no, Farah passed the save. Oh, that's right, she doesn't have evasion yet. I would like to use my reaction
Yeah.
for Interceptor.
Sure.
For the hit against...
Wait, no, does that only work on attack rolls? Because this is more of like an AoE, an area of effect.
Let me see, it could be.
Interceptor
Hits a target other than you. Okay, that's fair. I take 40.
Yes.
Jesus.
I take 20. So I'm at 19 hit points.
Yep, straight up. Calden just gets nailed by that.
Fuck.
That's half my health.
Farah.
It was even half
So-
of Calden's health. Jesus.
It's more than half of my health. 32
Oh,
is half. It did just above half my health.
Thank God that thing's on a
if I would have
recharge.
gotten hit by 40 damage, I would have been down. I have 39 hit points.
Yeah, you absolutely would have been down.
So
Farah, you're up
that's
now.
fun.
You feel like do you have any fillings in your mouth?
No.
Okay, good. So you won't feel the grind, that
No,
nerve
my
pain.
hair's still a little frizzy though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Calden's hair standing up. The Echo's hair is standing up, and he just goes, "All right, now I'm angry."
At
Merrick's
first,
just
I
a
thought it
giant
was
fuzzball.
At first, I thought it was a cone, and I was like, "This is a good direction." It was a line. Thank
Thank God
God.
it was a line. Well, actually, Dex
Yeah.
save. I'm actually okay with Dex.
Jasper, this is one of the new things from Fizzbands, isn't it?
No, this thing is like from the monster manual.
Oh, interesting.
Really?
It's just one of the monsters that like no one uses, even though it's super cool. It's like, what if an electric eel was a boss level monster?
I was about to say, if Farah would have failed that check, I would have given the argument, like, hey, I'm the same size as her. She's supposed to get advantage on that, because I'm literally in front of her.
Unfortunately, that's not how lightning works.
I mean, you can get cover against Fireball.
I mean, yeah, but not from other people.
Yeah, if a person or object in front of you is the same size as you, it's half cover, which grants advantage to dexterity saving throws. That's how the Echo works. That's why I can get advantage from it.
Oh yeah, the Echo's an object. Calden himself is made of flesh and bone.
Could I
Anywho,
ever?
Farah,
Could
do you
I?
have a move?
Yeah, we're gonna.
I mean, she already made the save, so I think it's fine.
Yeah.
We're gonna do my sunlight.
All right.
Do I get sneak?
Yes, Giyuk and Merrick are both engaging.
So
Giyuk, the
Nice.
kaiju.
That's gonna hurt.
that hits. Hey.
Still 17, even with a bad roll. That's not bad.
Oh my gosh.
Can someone hold a bonus action?
No, you have to use an action to hold an action or bonus action.
I see. Then we're gonna. Can I hide?
As her bonus action for her.
No, I meant
for her
as my
rogue
bonus
things.
action. Can I hide?
Yes.
Where
As
can
to
I hide?
where in this room would provide significant substitute, perhaps the pile of bones. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Then we're gonna hide behind the pile of bones.
You can make it there. Roll stealth. The smell is atrocious,
26.
Jesus.
Yeah.
but you kind of just slink behind it.
I was like, I'm not
And
getting
remove
hit-
yourself from
I'm
this
not getting
combat
hit by
encounter.
lightning again. Fuck that.
Alden,
All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna activate Second Wind,
Okay.
and I'm gonna roll that die.
You kind of still feel the tingly in
Yep.
your armor and on your sword.
Hey,
nice,
I heal 16 hit points.
Nice.
Hey, cool. So now if it hits me with that thing again, I only just drop.
I mean, the average damage.
So then, you know what? No, fuck this guy. Full Monty. I'm making 6 attacks against him.
All right.
Nice.
Burn 2 more uses of Unleash Incarnation. I still have 1 left. Yay, con modifier for 4. Oh, I have advantage on all of these. Yay. Longsword. Come the
13 will
fuck
not hit.
on.
You rolled a 16.
21.
And was able to get half damage on that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
She succeeded the save. Just barely, though. 16 will miss. 1 hit so far. 2 hits.
Come,
hits.
are you fucking kidding me?
That's 6 attacks? Action
Yeah.
surging?
Yes.
3 hits.
God damn it, come on. Well,
11 plus.
there, here.
22.
11?
Okay.
Nice.
Go ahead, roll me
And?
another 11.
Come on. Aw.
5.
I was hoping. I was hoping, dude.
You know, 27 points of damage, not bad.
Not
Well,
bad.
that's pretty
All right.
good.
Anything else for you after you're like, accelerating your own personal time to breakneck speeds?
Let me see no, I'm gonna hold position here. Well,
Ren.
yeah, I'll hold position here.
Let me see. I'm going to fire a. Okay, Serena is really worried about her friends.
I'm fine. I'm hiding behind a pile of bones.
She is.
It's a
going
bones day for
to-
Farah.
It's a
It's
bones,
Bones
day.
Day.
She
Calden's about to
is-
have no bones day.
I mean, the bones are the only thing that get defecated when it eats you.
What is this creature classified as? Like
You have
in
no
size?
idea.
No, I mean in size.
Huge.
Huge. Okay.
That's a big bitch.
It's not quite large. Gyuk is large.
Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to summon a sorry.
Oh, you bringing in some companions. Got it.
Maybe. You don't know.
You said summon. Yeah, when you say summon, I'm like, oh, you got a companion.
Here comes the brrr.
Here comes the boy.
Polar bear.
Bear.
Okay. So what she's going to do, she's going to see this slithery bastard, and she's going to also summon and take inspiration from that. And she's going to, let me see, this guy has.
A gargantuan constrictor.
That would just be
Yeah,
called
she's
in
gonna.
freaking.
You're gonna see, a little Stargate. She's going to align, make a bunch of symbols that turns into a spell circle, and then a gate is going to open, and out is going to come out a giant constrictor snake.
Where?
It's going to. Can I drop it on the guy?
Yes.
It is also considered huge.
It is a large creature. The constrictor.
No, it's huge.
Did you say you meant
said
giant
gargantuan.
constrictor snake.
Yeah, here, let me send you the D&D role page.
Giant constrictor snake?
Yeah, the giant constrictor snake. It is a huge beast with.
CR2?
I can do one CR2 one CR2 or 2 CR1s.
I love the artwork for this guy.
Calden's just God damn
Like,
it!
does,
It just looks like it's the constrictor snake as it goes by. It like slithers around you and goes against you because she knows it fucks with you. And
Called in planeswalks.
can you get
Fuck
me
this.
one of those in my sheet?
Soren's Pokemon it has entered the folder of Soren's Pokemon.
I have
This
a polar
is-
bear and a
Is this one?
The
Is this
most-
Arbok, a Viper, Ekans?
Sandicobra.
Ooh, yeah. It's definitely gonna be Arbok. No, it's Ekans. Ekans is the one with that looks like has the big ol'.
No, that's Arbok.
Arbok.
Yeah, so I want it to be Ekans then, the one with the big.
Okay, no, Arbok.
Yeah.
Ekans is its pre-evolved form.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I thought so because I was like, I remember it going like, "Ha, I bet that," when it was younger.
Anything else?
So that was my action.
Oh, that
For a
thing can
bonus
act on her
action.
turn.
Yeah, because
Can
it
it
can't act
not?
on my turn. It has to roll initiative, which I'll do in just a flip-flop second. For
Right.
my bonus action. Is this a bonus action? Let me see. That's an action. Sorry, guys. Okay, and as a bonus action, I'm going to turn to Farah and I'm going to cast Healing Word
Okie dokie. Roll healing.
at, yeah, I'm going to do Healing Word at 2nd level.
Okay.
Sorry, my thing is being slow. Healing Word, 2nd level, submit. So you will get back
9.
9 healing point. Sorry, I wish it was more.
28.
Merrick, you're up.
So, all right. I mean,
Yes, sir.
second verse save is the first. I'm doing what I do.
Yeah, baby. Do it.
Readjusting. Get it from both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Just, even though I hate him, I do view him as an ally. Oh, we gotta fuck some shit up. First attack. Second attack. Fucker, I saw it. Bonus action, third attack. Oof,
Roll
that third attack
damage?
will miss.
All right, first and second.
Yep. 12. 19.
Nice.
All right, yeah. So you kind of like slash into this thing again, and you look over to Geek, who's just kind of like readying one big two-handed strike.
Jasper, I adjusted my health. I did the math wrong on that die.
Ah,
I only got 15, not 16 hit points back.
So
Okay,
you rolled,
good.
you rolled a
Wasn't much.
9 and you have a plus 6, right?
Correct, because it's my fighter levels.
Yep,
So it
15.
should have been 15, not 16.
Yep.
So-
I forgot to select my token, but its initiative is 5.
oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
Fucked
So-
up, but it's okay.
Merrick, you see across the way, you see, as you like slash into this thing, you see Gyuk kind of like look at you with a grin, and he just kind of like nods as he winds up this batter's pose.
He's like, batter up.
Aw. Canonly, you
Aw.
have baseball on your play now.
He does one more mighty swing, and the creature's head flops over to your side, Merrick, as if he was pitching a strike to you. How do you want to do this?
Oh, I just summoned the snake!
Oh, the snake got went to waste. That sucks.
It's okay. It's okay. I
So
still
he
have
lops the
one.
thing's head off towards me.
Well, he lops the thing's head towards you.
Oh god.
It doesn't quite,
come off. Like,
yeah.
like man, Miracle, you see how like it doesn't, and he would just like finish off like the blow, like where it just fully decapitates it.
You slash, like, finish up the rest of the cut that Gyuk makes, and just like unzip this thing as its head flies over behind you, and you are kind of like showered in this curtain
Yeah.
of this sort of like bluish blood,
And Mary's just like,
and it dies.
oh,
I
this is
thought
good.
that it was my.
This smell's gonna stay on my fur for weeks.
Seren drops her star form and like runs over to the creature and starts investigating it thoroughly.
As you do, you notice that like Gyuk is just starts hacking it like sashimi. He's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah." And as he gets slower and slower, he gets smaller and smaller until his slams turn into like little stems. He's like,
Do you feel good?
That's the potion I could use. Oh damn.
I'm gonna
I'll have
rip
to
out
save
one of
that.
its. I'm gonna rip out one of its fangs. from its head, and I'm going
Make
to
me a
do-
dexterity check.
Ooh, a dexterity check. Can I have my snake assist me?
No, not for this.
Oh, its body is still
dexterity?
electrified.
Oh, 15.
So, a little bit of electricity does arc out towards you, and you kind of hear the buzz before it hit it. You think if you like wait a few moments, it might start to die down. It's like the thing is still arcing with electricity for a little bit.
All right.
Luke returns to his normal size as he falls out of his rage.
You're full of surprises.
I got what we came for. Let's go.
Calden's
You're
like,
That's all you wanted
That
to
thing?
do.
he just wanted to fight something strong.
You know, I like you guys. I'm gonna hang out with you. You're good at violence.
We can't come to the phone right now. We'll be right back.
I mean, I don't care.
Look, I know you won't understand this, so unless you can travel the multiverse,
Like scratches his head.
It's not me this time.
Merrick in the
Multiverse?
meantime is just like, he's saying, mind you, I'm saying in Wolf because I can say for an hour, but I'm trying to get the shit off
Because
of
he
me.
doesn't he doesn't understand the term, is what you get the sense.
have you ever been anywhere else that isn't here?
I've been to tons of places.
Oh my
Like
god, he's a fucking
mountains.
planeswalker.
Swamps.
Oh, okay, never mind.
There was this one place with a volcano. I can't remember what it was called. The something. Vala.
You've been to Valakut
Yeah.
on the plane of Dominaria.
Sure.
Oh my god, he's a planeswalker.
Oh my fuck.
Wait, how was this little goblin dude a planeswalker?
Anything can be a-
Planeswalker. Anything can be a planeswalker as long as it's got a spark.
Yep.
Now yank out.
How in the hell?
I want two.
Called
I
it?
want one
Certainly.
for him, one for me.
Okay, Calden then has a moment.
Oh.
He walks up to him and he goes, "You do know how to fight, and I can appreciate that. Do you wanna? You like fighting, but do you wanna go to war?"
The sort of noise that escapes him isn't easily defined, but it's kind of just like a
You wanna tear apart some robots and a fucking elephant?
Where are we going?
Tulosh, you coming with?
Oh my! Are we seriously recruiting him to
Calden,
fucking fight
Calden
in
has turned into an
town?
army recruiter. Let's do this. We could
he
choose
is-
somebody-
Has great dental and great healing. Don't you? We have Seren, our doctor, right here.
We could use somebody
Farrah
like
is just
him on the
fed
front
up.
lines.
We really could.
We really
There-
could
there's
use
no
somebody
argument
like
there.
him on the front lines in
Farrah
Tulosh.
Farrah's fed up. She's like, whatever.
And
man.
apparently
She's
at
like,
this
"Oh my
point,
God."
Jasper's just handing us all the shards. Jali's Naya, Sypha's Grixis. He's... Oh my god, he's Jund.
Behold.
Oh my god!
It took you that long to figure it out.
Well, no, I knew he was red-black, but he's red-black-green. Son of a bitch.
Gyuk the Zealous.
Love it.
I
it.
hate this so much.
Oh, that's
Legendary
great.
Planeswalker, Gyuk, +1. Target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. If your creature does not die, place a +1/+1 counter on it. -1. Target creature you control gains haste until end of turn. Flip over Gyuk the Zealous. -4. After the first post-combat main phase, there is an additional combat phase followed by an additional main phase. At the beginning of that combat, untap all creatures you control, flip over Gyuk the Zealous.
That's fucking great.
What does he flip over into?
Let me see. His head just
Gaiac
gets, like, way
Invigorated. Wait, his backside has a mana cost?
It's a DFC.
So he can flip as a planeswalker, or he can come in as a legendary creature. Double
All
strike,
right, then.
haste, trample.
Double strike. I love him.
He's got 2 swords, doesn't he? Double strike, haste, trample. Gyuk invigorated is a
I like it.
planeswalker in addition to its other types and enters the battlefield with 4 loyalty counters.
Oh, that's fucking
Gyuk's
hilarious.
invigorated
Okay.
power and toughness are easy XX, where X the number of loyalty counters on it.
I
That's
concentrate again after that conversation, and I try to see if I can find that same white source as before.
You feel as if it's so close, like coming from behind this door.
I walk over and I open the door. Shield
The
ready,
door-
because I'm not dumb.
The door opens to a corridor.
I take my snake stays with me for an hour.
As you move, oh my god.
So it's just gonna slither
Oh
behind us.
no.
Just look behind you and just see.
Calden runs.
I mean, what's its?
It's a snake. It can slither. It
Oh
can
my
get
god,
into tiny
it's
holes.
got snake level intelligence, so it's literally just a big snake.
It's just, and it listens to me, so it follows. I give one of the fangs to
Would you rather fight
Geek, and then I
something
strap
else?
the other fang to my belt.
He adds
I-
another one to his sort of side sash of fangs that he's got.
Oh my god, they both like have a moment where they both like look at each other's fang belt and they're like, yeah.
Jesus Christ, how long does this corridor go on for?
You keep moving down. Calden, you notice that Geek's kind of like walking side by side with you now.
Have I
Wait, why
earned
am
his
Why am I in
respect?
darkness? What the fuck? Excuse me.
Ha-
You guys do fine. The snake cannot fit through the door.
Yes, it can. It's a snake. It's snakes squeeze and slither. That's what they're meant to do. Let me have
So
the snake.
eventually, you do come to the end of this corridor where you see a glowing
Oh, what the-
aura of something purple. You see a dais with several pedestals, and in the center, this almost fist-sized floating orb. And on the periphery, you see other smaller crystals. What else
This
seem to
is
hover
definitely
in
the
place?
source I was feeling, though.
Yes, absolutely. It's almost overwhelming here, with how like
Do I feel it too, or
also as well. Whatever this thing is, it is mighty.
Mm.
I
You think that's gonna be able to power whatever we need?
yup. I don't want Farah to get hurt. I look at Seren and I go, have a healing spell at that Eddie. I approach it.
You approach it, and as you do, you feel your stomach sort of turns, and everything feels almost like you feel this immense pressure. You reach out and touch the thing. A part of it arcs off into your hand and kind of frightens you at first, but as you like grasp it, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
It's all right, coming.
It's at least the saving throw I have the best chance in.
No, I know. I'm sorry. I saw that coming now.
I'm so glad it's not me.
18.
18.
As you firmly grasp at the thing, as it sends a force of energy through your arm and up through like your shoulders, and you feel it's like it almost feels heavy to the touch, and it's hot, really hot. If you weren't wearing gloved hands,
It would probably burn.
it would. You'd have no idea how much this thing would burn.
Just
Try to pull it out of place, and it seems to unfocus, as if it was locked by magnets. Trying to pull it out of its aura, and the 4 crystals around in the cardinals also like fall onto their daises as well.
but I now have the orb.
Yes.
Perception check.
Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to click that.
Listening to hear if anything starts collapsing.
Everything seems fine for the time being.
Okay.
How much time has passed since we entered through the door?
Maybe an hour or so.
Oh, then I don't know. Nope, I'm still transformed.
How do I feel now that I've pulled it out of place?
It's you ever like, how do I explain that? You ever like touch something that's definitely a live current? You feel like that numbing buzz, and it's not comfortable.
Yeah, I did that. I
All
know that
right,
feeling.
we
Sucks.
should move.
It's distracting.
All right.
Let's
we gotta
move.
do what we came for. Let's get.
And
As you begin to move.
Keeping a close eye on the effects because I've seen different rocks and different effects do different things on people.
Can I have one good thought?
Usually when... Oh, got Bill.
Calden says, thinking of what Kefkin said, grab the crystals too.
I'm going to...
All right.
Okay, Calden will rephrase that. He says try.
I grab a crystal.
Which one? There is one that is
Right here.
a sort of opaque black stone, one that is more of like an opaque white stone, and then you see one that is more like a dark blue, and then you see one that's a green.
I will go for the...
I'll grab the black.
Do you want blue or green, Farah? Do you have any one of those?
I'm assuming that we should probably grab the stone that matches our color identity.
Yeah, I have blue and green, and I can't remember.
That's me. I have
I
blue or black. I could grab.
I got black, red, white.
Okay, so I think she has to grab the black, while you and I will grab the other one.
Yeah.
What's up?
I think she has to grab the black because she doesn't have blue or green in her.
No, Farah's Esper.
No,
No,
she's...
No, she's Mardu.
Mardu.
Yeah.
I'm Mardu.
Mardu.
I'll grab the blue.
I'll grab the green.
I grab the white one if I'm able to.
Where's the black one?
Fortunately, you're kind of...
I'm kind of
everyone starts
focusing.
convincing. Yeah.
Got it.
Then Gyuk probably doesn't matter.
Should
We'll
I
find
grab
out.
the white one and then he can grab the black one?
Gyuk grabs the white one.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
As you all make contact with it, some of these crystals seem to sort of like burst in like this sort of arcane meth way. They form into a fog, and then they seem to like recapitulate into a different form. Gyuk now holds a piece of fabric in his hand, much too large for him at first, but it seems to be this sort of cloak. Then with the black stone, you now hold a sword in your hand.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
The one with the green stone, you now hold what seems to be some sort of headdress or tiara.
Oh.
Fuck the sword, I want the tiara.
And the last one is what
Which is
seems to
blue.
be these sort of lenses, like glasses or goggles.
Nothing changes about the one I'm holding.
Nothing changes about the one you're holding.
Cool. I start to edge towards the entrance because, like, Calden doesn't realistically know how long he can hold this thing.
Yeah.
You guys would see him in pain. Like, he's like,
You feel a draft coming from this direction.
All right. We got what we need. Let's go.
Oh,
I also relate to Jolly.
I put on the the tiara.
We
if it
defeated
will
a
fit.
big, scary worm snake thing. We got what we need. We're on our way out.
So you make your way out, and
I will have D transformed at this time.
after winding up a staircase, you seem to be coming out of a sort of side entrance. And as you make your way back around, it is a bit tumultuous to navigate, but it's relatively safe as you see Jali still concentrating on that sunbeam above her head. And as she hears you arrive, she stands up. The sunbeam moves with her as she approaches. Are you successful?
Yep, I've got to get back to Skelva. And I try to planeswalk.
You begin planeswalking,
Okay.
and you find much ease with it. As you make your way back to Skelva, the object transports with you.
Cool.
Do
Okay.
we
And-
all go together or just Colin?
If you would like to follow him, you can.
Calden
follow.
doesn't have time to talk about it. He's got to offload this thing as quick as he can.
Well, I will follow.
Okay.
Farah would follow.
You've
I'm
been long
gonna-
enough on Skelva to dictate your location. Where would you like to land?
I would like to land in like the center of the city. As
You land in
close
the center of the city?
as close to Bullseye's workshop as I can.
I mean, could we land in Bullseye's workshop?
I'm gonna turn and give my snake a kiss goodbye, and go give it a smooch as it disintegrates into a billion little stars, and whatchamacallit,
I'm gonna look at the. I'm going to look towards. What's her name? Julie.
Jolly.
Jolly. I'm going to introduce her to to Giyuk. He is here to join the war efforts. I think he'll be. Despite his size, he's full of surprises.
He kind of like waves and grins.
If you could take him back to the war effort, it would be much appreciated. I'll meet you there soon.
She takes one look at him and just kind of like, are you certain?
He's spicy, but he's a great fighter.
Take your word for it. And she begins to planeswalk.
Keep an eye on him too. He likes to run off towards danger.
Jolly begins to planeswalk as she's done before, where she seems to fade into a beam of sunlight. Giyuk kind of like he rears back, and for a second you see the spectral form of his larger self appear as he disappears, and then the spectral form bursts into like a sort of green light.
Amazing. I Thanos snap into a bunch of starlight and stars as I planeswalk too.
By the time the rest of you arrive, Calton is kind of carrying this stone like a bowling ball towards
Calden,
towards
hold on.
a
Calden's
bull's edge.
cool about it. I have it under one arm. I'm just like,
Does Calden need help carrying it?
it's fine.
It's not heavy, but it's got weight.
Got it.
And I like, bullseye, open up.
He opens up the door and he looks at you, looks at the thing, and he's like, "I guess bring it here, bring it here." Place it down on. He
I'm also
pulls back the door
there.
to reveal a sort of
I don't know if
pedestal.
people forgot.
No,
you're there
we know.
too.
Yeah, we know you're here. I
He
need at
cares
least.
about the orb.
Yeah, I need at
Well,
least one
duh.
person here in case a-hole shows up. And I set the orb in the device that he's like. I set it down where he tells me to.
As you set it down, the sort of thing begins to power up as the room begins to arc with electricity. The sort of surge of power seems to lurch towards the side of the room where you see several of these. To best describe them, they look like spheres, almost like the one that brought you to Skelva in the first place. But they're smaller and handheld. And as the power from the item you found begins to charge with power, these items seems to charge with the same sort of energy. There are 5 of them.
Lit.
So, what's the idea behind these things? How do we use them?
So you'll notice on the top of them there is a button, an actuator that will drop down and, well, for better lack of words, disturb the magical energy contained inside.
Calden
And
has
then that
taken out
magical
his
energy-
notebook and he's writing all this down.
And then you have about, say, 30 seconds to stand clear about, I'd say, maybe 60 feet about. And
What would happen if
You-
one would throw this thing against the wall after pushing the button?
I'd imagine it would detonate immediately, although I was not rash enough to try.
That's fair. He jots down all the notes. He closes his notebook. He bounces it back up, and he goes, "Appreciate everything, Bullseye. Do I have any burn marks on me from this thing?"
Your arm is kind of red, as if you've been standing in the sun too long, but it's more of like a red from swelling or blood flow than it is from sunburn.
So, Calden...
It's like, you know, when you like sleep on your arm wrong and like it gets like a bunch of like it gets kind of reddish or pinkish.
Yeah.
That's fair. Calden grabs 3 and asks Farrah to grab the other 2.
Sure.
They all turned into items, though, right?
Yes.
And
have
Gayuk has the cape. Has the cape somewhere else.
Yeah, he's probably on Tulash.
Yeah, so, like, I'm grabbing these 5 spheres. Farrah and I are grabbing the 5 spheres, and then we're going to head back to Tulash. This is it. We,
Put to good use wherever you're going, Bullseye says.
You may be very, very useful with us if you were to join the cause.
No, fighting in wars ain't my thing. I'm just an inventor.
No, but I got one person I want to go see before we settle down.
Who's that?
Yurian.
Who?
Yorian.
You feel as if you've planeswalked a lot. You might have enough energy in yourself to maybe do one
Yeah.
more planeswalk before you're just completely drained.
Is he the one whose books we stole with his library card?
No,
No,
that's
that was
Jace. No, I was thinking Yorian, Dalian's partner.
You still have Jace's library card? Do
Well,
you?
No, we just used his library card
No,
and
we
we
just
still have
used
books
his
out under his name.
we used his
Oh.
library account to check out books.
He's currently racking up charges.
He's busy. Trust me.
No, I was gonna grab Yorian. Calden's train of thought was grab Yorian because he can make armor out of everyday clothes. So not only could we clothe the people of Tulash, but we could also get them armored so that they're ready to fight too.
It's a good idea.
It's a good idea, but why don't we rest first, and then we can tackle
Well,
that.
we can get there for the night. If we do that, we can planeswalk one more time. We can all planeswalk one more time, so we can get there and then rest for the night.
Sure. I mean,
To
I
Tulash
guess.
Or do we just want to go to Tulash and call it? I'm fine either way. It was just a suggestion.
I
Do we
can't
have
help.
any other people that we could call for the cause?
You've got 4 so far.
I have a feeling that our missing investigator friend may not take well to us taking his lover into battle.
Oh, I never said anything about putting
That's
them in the
also
front
fair.
lines.
That's also fair, though. He would be with us. What about
Delian is
Skylar's-
currently a floating gnomer. He's
What
somewhere.
about
somewhere.
Skylar's accomplice that turned on him?
Jail.
Yeah.
In jail.
Yeah, Martin went to jail.
Wait, I thought we
Oh.
recruited him to the cause.
He
Tried
he
to.
willingly went to jail.
Yeah, he won't.
Time to.
He-
We should jailbreak next episode.
No.
He's gonna
No,
be so
I think-
useful.
Next
I think
time
we should.
on
think
Prison
we
Break,
should.
Magic the
Calden-
Dungeoning.
Calden
we
does
should.
bring up the idea of like Delian not being happy about us taking his partner and says, "Yeah, that's a good point." I think
Well,
what
I'd really. I'm sorry.
I think this is it. I think what about the siege Tulash?
I think that we should go after that inventor because he was very valuable. If we are going against a city of constructions, an inventor will be extremely useful to us. I say a little loudly so the other inventor in the room can hear.
The
I
problem
mean, if
is
you find Avengers or one of them planeswalkers, have at it, but I think I'm going to sit this one out. Last time I got in a tussle, I almost got disintegrated.
how are we gonna feel if we bring him along and he dies?
How are we
Not
gonna
great.
feel if we bring any of them along and they die?
That's what I'm saying. You brought up a good point about wanting to bring Delian's lover, Yorian. So I think we just call this here.
All right.
You planeswalking?
If that,
Yeah.
so Calden would be like, this is a group decision. Because once we touch down on Tulash, that's it. It's
That's
us
it,
versus
baby.
Chadwick.
Yeah.
We put him down once and for all.
Well, I guess we can't planeswalk people who aren't planeswalkers, right?
No, we
Not
can.
really.
No, we can.
You might. There are
might,
people
but they-
who have
they might-
cheated,
they
but none
might
of you know
not-
how to cheat.
Yeah, he might not survive the travel, so I guess you're right.
Yeah.
There's no air in the blind eternities.
6 seconds. No, I think okay. I think then yeah, we're good. Unless
Alright.
there's no way we can contact Jace and have him join us.
Yeah.
You seem to know him very well.
He's also busy, probably.
He's dealing with the Zendikar Rising story right now. Out of character.
Wait, we're on Zendikar. Let's.
He
No,
was.
I'm
he's
not
either-
getting involved in that fight. That is a three-way
Hell
fight
no.
between Jace, Nahiri, and Nissa. Hell no.
He's
Hell
either-
no. 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 Absolutely.
So, is it to understand that you 4 planeswalk away?
I think we're
Indeed.
planeswalking the Tulash.
All right. So, you planeswalk back to Tulash at that one campsite where you first met Jali. You see, everyone there, the civilians kind of all turn a glance as you make your way, as they feel the air change temperature and ionize as you all arrive. There you see Jali in the center with Giyuk, who is kind of just excitedly just running around the place. Kefkin seems to be reading a book in the corner to a bunch of smaller elven people. And you see Cypher there, right next to him, and she seems to be eagerly listening to this narrative.
As I walk up towards Jali, I give a nod to pretty much everyone who's here.
Welcome back.
I take
Hello, you four. It's been quite some time since we last met, Cypher says.
A lot has happened.
She gives you all one look. Seems like it. Where have you been?
Everywhere.
Yup. Got something for you. And Calden holds out one of these grenades. Effectively what it is, and he goes, I think this is it. I think what I need to take him down.
So, the 8 of us gather together, ready to fight a titan to liberate a plane. It's almost familiar. Last time this many planeswalkers got together, there was great change incited. Kefkin begins monologuing. And usually great things happen, great or terrible. But we write the tale. We inscribe the history today, tomorrow, and the next. About what becomes of Tulash, and what becomes of us. We may be small. There may only be 8 of us. But I think we might succeed. And that's when you all hear a voice from above on a ridge.
Oh, Lord.
Maybe I might help to even the odds.
Of
You all
course,
turn to see
he's here.
Delian.
Oh, thank God we didn't bring his husband. He'd be pissed.
Delian Dash operative, huh?
Oh.
As you all look, he says, "How was my funeral?"
I reveal the scars from the bomb and I go, I want to know.
Well then, it's nice to see all of you again, and some new faces. Trust me, it has been I've got quite the story for you if we all survive this.
I've got one for you.
I'm glad you're in one piece.
I'm glad you're all in one piece.
You've lost an eye since we saw you last.
Doesn't
recognize me.
Dinosaur. Don't ask.
Ixalan.
Don't tell.
Whatever it was.
He got eaten by
Alright
a
then.
Refrio.
Yeah, it's just...
Let's survive today first. As you were saying,
So it is
Elven
literally just like with Urza versus Yawgmoth.
9
The power
Kefkin.
nine.
Maybe we're better off without them. Maybe we can be them.
Wait,
The
hold
9
up, hold up.
Titans.
I got something.
But
Seren, move here.
Right here.
There we go. That's
Oh,
a star
and wait.
shape.
Hold on, let's move. You and me move more down. There we go, star shape.
perhaps not the 9 Titans, but the new Titans, perhaps.
Yeah, baby.
And that's where we'll end the session.
All right then.
Poised and ready. Fight the day.
Calden looks at Merrick and goes, about that sword.
I didn't have the sword.
I have the sword, bitch.
Oh, he looks at Farrah. About that sword.
What about it?
I mean, you've already got psychic
All right.
knaves.
It's late. Yo.
I know.
It's
We'll
late.
handle that next time. For now, I'd like to thank everyone for listening to our penultimate finale arc. I am DM Jasper. This is Merrick Ulbricht, played by Ryan. Calden Moon, played by Will. Farrah Cutlass, played by Shannon. And Seren, played by Danny. Thank you all for listening. And have a lovely night.
Bye bye.
See you
Bye
guys.
bye.